Three less buttons kind of makes me sad, but
First time I bought a G700S, I like held the mouse and I was just like, I don't want to ever let go of this mouse. It wraps around your hand so perfectly. Like I was going to bed and I'm like, I'm sad that I have to sleep because I can't use this mouse anymore. I wish I was exaggerating, but I literally had like, I was just like, is this mouse like addicting? Like, is it giving me cocaine? Is it laced with cocaine? I don't know. Speaking of cocaine, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skullgirls Get Great. This is the audio test. We will be starting soon. Please let us know if any of the audio is off. I don't know, which I just found out it is. I just realized that there's no music. Let me fix that.
Well, no music. Should get some music in there.
All right, I got the jams going. I'm gonna rejoin that lobby.
Good old jams.
Yeah, there we are. Go ahead and fight me. But long story short, two commentators this week. Please make sure that we are equally as loud, and the game should be just barely audible.
Indeed.
The good old, you know what I'm saying?
I've been practicing Peacock. I would be tossing out a Peacock, but I'm not ready for that yet, I think.
I very depressingly had not had a chance to play this game all week, and I was really upset about it. Because I'm trying to play 2 hours a day every day, but like this entire week has just been all over the place.
You know the feeling.
Alright.
God.
No. Don't you dare.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh man. That's a really dumb punish and dive kick. Why can you do that? Why can you on block in the air use symbols to punish dive kick?
Ah! Little Colonel circle. The day. There will be a day when they show up. Oh.
I made a map. Dash there.
Tried to honk at you. It was to no avail.
Can I make this work?
Almost.
It's too hard on man. He's just way too big.
Oh, I missed it. It's really hard to do.
What? He's got Kenji.
Genji, I forgot I even had beat extend. Sad part.
Okay, so used to win with just ban.
What side?
You can do the option collect. Option correct.
Option collect.
Yeah. Words. No, don't.
Oh my god.
Alright, well played. You win. God damn it.
Gotta collect your options.
I completely forgot how to play this game. Alright. It's gonna take a few hours to come back. How's the Jed doing today? Who's here? Let me whip in.
Draco, we got Buck, Magic's in there, Nyambra,
Yeah,
Claws.
Hey Nam, we got you here too. We got Magic. How's it going? Yeah, there's no Reddit post. I apologize, Magic. Whenever we're running late, I only post on Steam and Twitter because it's just really fast. And Discord, obviously. Discord always gets a post. There's no talking about LOL Capcom. Hey, Capcom owns Monster Hunter. Until then, they still have my minimal respect.
It's fair, fair.
They're also apparently starting to release games on Switch, which is cool.
Really?
I'm all for that.
I'm surprised.
Everyone is surprised. Like, everyone's just talking about, wow, the Switch is super easy to develop for. And, like, one by one, everyone's just kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna develop for the Switch. This sounds like a good idea.
Oh, man. Oh, no. Sure.
Apparently, the architecture is, like, super similar to the PS3 and PS4. So they're like,
Really?
oh, if we can develop for one console, it's super easy to port. I wonder if, Unreal supports Switch yet. It probably will within like a year.
Probably. I'd be surprised.
Oh my god. The how do I neutral?
That's all, folks.
How do you neutral? Well, squiggly neutral's pretty alright.
It's good to be out.
You kind of fall into the same traps that Buck does. It's a lot of jumping.
Nobody blink.
So much jumping.
This is squiggly.
Squiggly, I mean squiggly mobility. I mean squiggly mobility is pretty shit. So like I understand, but that's a lot of jumping. You get conditioned to it because you're gonna be jumping a lot.
Pan told me that too. Like I should be really using ground options here. Like what ground options? Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Fine. Oh well.
Oh yeah, I did whiff. Yeah, I did it the wrong way.
I used the wrong SPO. That is not safe. Oh my god, that flash step could have ruined you.
It could have, but I had the faith in that one. Oh, too early. Oh. Oh.
I love this game so much. Ah. Oh, hell no.
Ooh, that was a good grab. Wow.
See what I did there? I used crouching medium kick to low profile that shit. Oh my. See, if crouching medium, if you don't do it low enough to the ground, crouching medium kick will low profile it, but it also quote unquote option selects. So like if you decide to just land cancel, it just hits you. It's very
Cool. That's pretty nice. That's a good idea.
good idea, but it doesn't work if you like tiger knee symbols and there's like no way to react to that. It's like, oh, that's a tiger knee coming out. Look at all the signs. What is that anti-air? It's so weird.
Because you're already putting out a hitbox. And it's low enough to the ground, like the hitbox won't lift.
Oh wait, I'm fighting Bam. What am I doing? I messed up. Doesn't matter. I had to choose hard.
Oh, what a trade. Okay.
Damn it.
My symbol's over your symbols. Just the first frame of that just came out. That's pretty good. Nice.
Big Bang. Who needs neutron? Just use beat extend. Just use beat extend.
Can I do it this time? No, I can't. I'm terrible.
It's okay, me too. How did you not press a button for that long? I like waited too.
Player 2 wins.
Bones. It's just the bones.
Believe in the announcer that believes in you for over a decade.
Let's do this. I can make it work. I believe.
I know. I was giving me a hit. I was pretty giving me a hit. Oh, nice. Wow. Damn. Nice grab. Oh.
Oh, I'm like, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell what to do there.
Nice. That was pretty good. That was a good DHC. Oh my god, you literally the other side! Wow.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Big old
I
man.
like crossing up with
Big
my-
old man.
This
Oh man.
Damn it! Oh my god, silly slide. Why would you silly slide there? You only have 2 meters.
Because I can. Wow!
Oh, smart. That was same side?
Yep.
What is this video? Why did Daisy come out? Like, I knew you were gonna grab me there. Like, I knew it was gonna be a low throw. I wanted a Daisy. It's not fair.
We'll be right back
Mm,
after these
it's true.
messages.
You should probably get started.
Is how's the audio sounding? Crank with the round
How's
start
audio,
sweep. Yeah,
everybody?
you know it. Just make sure like Be Great doesn't happen all over again, where the audio is completely messed up and no one tells me.
True. How's audio, everybody?
Just a reminder, guys, both commentators should be about equally as loud and the game should be just barely audible. Which is what OBS is telling me, but OBS told me different things last time too.
Sure.
Chief Amon's coming in with the audio is good. We're gonna wait till at least one other person tells me that the audio is peachy. Free let Crank, you should try playing neutral less and wait. Try playing neutral less
Playing
to
neutral
get
less
better neutral.
To get better neutral? She don't need to play it.
I know what you're getting at. That doesn't work once people realize that I'm not gonna play neutral.
Yeah.
And like Band, I got unlucky that I had to fight Band here. Band specifically, my Vortex doesn't work on. Like the Vortex I have to do on Band is really gimmicky. It works, but it's really gimmicky. And then I have to play neutral afterwards because I don't know.
Oh man, there's a problem. I keep hearing a pair of nerds talking. Oh, it's just the nerd to the nerd.
The problem with the audio, I keep having. Yeah, hold on. Let me turn this off real quick. Stream's over, guys. Later.
Stream's
Have
over.
a nice day. Thanks for joining us.
Man, those matches were great.
Alright, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skullgirls Get Great. We are now starting. Thanks for joining us. With me, I have my wonderful co-host, JP.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Been a while.
What we do here is we try to match up against a even opponent, even-ish, even as we can get, given the information that we have. Then we try to give you constructive criticism. I know some people request like harder opponents and whatnot, and I'll give you a slightly more difficult opponent or an opponent that I think has a slight edge. But in general, it's like if you're not getting a turn, it's really hard for me to tell what's wrong with your gameplay because I'd like to be able to give advice on both your offense and your defense. The advice we give here is just what we observe from the matches that you play. The idea is to induce questions out of you. If we are like, hey, you should be using DP in that specific situation, you'd be like, oh, how can I tell if it's a situation I should be using DP? You have to ask us these questions either in Twitch chat or on Discord. Like, IM us, we're always available. And we will explain to you in detail, like, we'll try to give you a better understanding of the game. And as you understand the game, that's what's really going to help you improve. But we'll give you whatever advice we can. It's your job to, like, reach out to us, and, like, your half is to ask us questions and try to be curious on how you can improve. That's the best. We do what we can, you know. And after all that, we're also just here to have fun. We're also here to find training buddies, like ask chat all these questions. The people in chat are way smarter than me. Like, my number's telling me not to like play neutral. He's probably right. I don't know what I'm talking about. I disagree sometimes, but yeah, like he's telling me right now, like she can hold punch charge and stay full screen. Band has no options. She can't hold. Well, she can, but like, if JP knows that, JP's not gonna sit full screen against me. Like
No,
that's it.
I'm actually just gonna come at you. So you just invite me in, basically.
Which is exactly what I mean. Like, I understand what you're getting at, but like, I can't do that when people know that's what I'm trying to do. It works against certain characters. Like, it works really well against Val, and that's what really helped me out of my set against Outlaw Spike. But
True.
yeah, how does he get in though? Just like movement. Like, I don't know. Band has plenty of movement that you can use to get past SVO. And like Daisy is a hard read, honestly. He can also just early DHC into car if I try to sit full screen from SSJ, and then I can't. My Daisy won't even work, and I'll just get punished for it. Like he has, especially because that double in the back, it gives Ban a lot more safe approach. But in general, though, like if he has me blocking at all, like from heavy bomber or whatever, I'm just kind of stuck accepting that he's gonna get in. If he just dashes it, yeah. M and H brass are reactable though, yeah, but he can react to that as well. I guess I can totally do it if he has only like 1 meter or something, right? I don't know how often that happens though. I'll keep an eye open for it. I'll try to keep him away from me more possible, because this was something that McPeanuts told me too. McPeanuts, like years ago, told me like if I'm playing Squiggly, I literally don't. It's literally never has to be my turn. I just wait till my opponent messes up, because I can make people come to me instead of me going to them. And it's very true, and it's a part of my gameplay against most people. But once people know, oh, if once I'm in his face, he can't do that anymore. My plan usually falls apart. So I guess I need more ways to prevent him from approaching me, rather than not playing neutral, so to speak.
Yeah. Also, like if you have meter advantage and I'm just sitting at 0, I can't even do anything, so it's okay. Like my safety DHC options are out the window.
Yeah, exactly. Like once you have less than 2 meters, everything's wonderful.
Yeah.
Get 2 game plans. Skullgirls get game plans.
You right.
Yeah, you know it. But anyways, yeah, so find training buddies, ask questions in chat, ask questions in Discord. Please join our Discord. I mean, like, if you ever have trouble finding a match or, like, need people to provide advice or have questions, just join the Discord. You can type !Discord at any point into Twitch chat, whether we're live or not. And you'll get a link there. You can join us, and there's a lot of people there. A lot of active people. It's a very active Discord regarding, like, Skullgirls games and sets and stuff. So you can find some friends there. Have a fun time. Alright, Penny. If you record something, I appreciate it. I'll yes. Like, understand. I think, maybe. I'll try. I'll science. I don't know how to neutral, so, like, you're probably right, but I just don't see it. Meanwhile, what I do see is our next matchup, which is going to be... Hold on. Let me actually pull it up. Our next matchup is going to be Turnikov versus Nomline.
Nomline.
Yeah. And remember, guys, if you are participating today, please join our group chat. You can type !GG8 chat, and it'll provide a link. You can click join chat on the right hand side. It'll help the stream keep on going smoothly. I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and invite Turnikov. Where's good old Nomline? Not here yet, but we'll give him a few moments. Hey, I see him in Twitch chat.
Hey,
what a cool dude.
We're in a good old was that Pokemon? Is that one?
There's the penguin
Piplup?
one from like whatever gen.
I think it's Piplup. It's from like 3rd gen.
It's like Dawn's
I
gen or
want
whatever.
to say something like that.
Yeah.
It's Tossel. Oh hello.
Boy. Hey there, Nom. Good to see you.
Welcome to
Good Burst,
Good Burst.
home of the Good Burst. How may I say?
How may I reset you today? It's beautiful. Gonna use that one. That should be Get Great's tagline right there. Yeah. No, Be Great's tagline right there.
Yeah, welcome to Good Burst.
Download the game. Okay.
Turnikov had to switch PCs, download the game, skip the matchup, and let him play after it. Okay. In that case, I apologize. Nom and Turnikov, sit tight in the chat. We'll go ahead and yeah, we'll go ahead and delay your matchup. Turnikov will be available soon, so we'll push you to, I don't know, like 2 matches down or so. That sounds reasonable. Yeah. Turnikov, please message me as soon as you're done downloading. No problem. Right now we're gonna have Gaimo versus Chiefamon in that case. So I think you should be lobby host because I rejoined from you. So
yes,
yeah, thank you for that. We're gonna go ahead and try to hunt down Gaimo. You see him? Chat.
I do not see him here. Chat. Okay. Chiefamon is here though.
Gaimo, his Twitch name is also Gaimo. Is he here in Twitch chat?
Nope, haven't seen it here.
Okay, so we'll give him a minute. If he doesn't show up, then his opponent will have an open lobby, which is fine. It happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if you guys do if you guys find out that you're not able to make it on a Saturday, because we have to like do a lot of planning to like make sure your opponent has an even matchup and stuff like that. Please try and message us like a day in advance. That'd be greatly appreciated. Just make sure we know in some way, shape, or form. Better late than never. It really helps us out.
Hey.
So Chief Amon is here. We'll
Gaimo's
probably have
in.
to give him an open lobby if I can't find Gaimo. Oh, Gaimo's here.
Yeah,
Hey.
in Twitch chat. Yeah.
Okay. Gaimo, please join our group chat through !GG8 chat, as just mentioned.
If you're in EU and your opponent is from NA, we would hope that the ping would be kind of okay. Usually trying to match up EU to EU and NA, but some days or some weeks are kind of, strange. Tommy, please. Please. If you want to get into the group chat, click on that link that Crank just put into the chat. Click on join chat. You should be in here and you should be okay and ready to go. Yep, type it in there one more time in there. GG chat. There you go. Hit that link. Click on join group chat. And you should be in here.
Welcome to the burst. Welcome to Salty Own the Burst Burglar. The Ham Burst Burglar?
The Ham Burst Burglar.
The Burst Hamburger? I don't know.
I don't even know. Do you prioritize skill level over distance, EU, NA, or vice versa?
I take both into accommodation. I don't pick one over the other. Basically, it's a very gray zone.
Okay.
So, for example, if I see that you're like 100 hours apart from your opponent, but you have very low hours in general, like say if it's like 1 hour and 101 hours, but you're both NA, I probably won't match you up. But there's a small possibility I might have to. I usually won't though. If you're 700 and 800, and you're in the same like zone, like you're both European or whatever, then I'll definitely match you up. Like that's nothing. Percentage-wise, the difference is almost minimal. And then I try really hard to try and match people up within the same time zone. But once again, I take into accommodation the number of hours, right? So like, for example, if you guys are 100 hours apart but barely have played the game, then I'd rather give you an opponent that's in the different region, like North America to Europe, that's like only 10 hours away from you. But I'm going to be a lot more generous with that if it's like higher skill level. If it's like 700 and 900, for example, and I'd rather just give you guys the same region rather than try to give you a North American opponent that has like 650 and 700. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
There's a lot to consider, basically.
That's fair. Philia for Gaimo.
You know what's as fun as Squiggly? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, careful about your approaches with Philia.
So that was actually kind of smart from Amon. I actually like that he approached by jumping in and blocking. It shows a lot of respect for like Philly's outfit.
Yeah.
Also shows a little bit of fear though, because especially when you're in the air, Squiggly has a lot more disjointed hitboxes than Philly does. Because jumping leg kick is the tool of God. Jumping leg kick is your neutral.
Oh man.
Oh, okay, I think that was an accident.
Probably. Could have changed that in today's though. Would have been good.
Yeah. So this is a bit more of an intermediate thing, but something it's probably worth noting. There's landing lag in this game. So basically, if you see that your opponent's pressing a button, when they land, they're not going to be able to do anything for I think 4-ish frames. I'm not positive on the exact number, but I think it's 4 frames. So what ends up happening is if you notice that your opponent in the air pressed a button, the vast majority of times you can daisy to punish it. Like they're gonna land into your daisy and not be able to do anything about it. Ophelia is not exactly able to do that. Ophelia is kind of immune to that because she can hairball and she'll fly away. But you can still find situations where you can take advantage of that. Like for example, say she can air Gregor also. Like she has tools to get around it. But if you think your opponent's not going to be able to use those tools or your opponent doesn't have meter, it's an option you got to keep in mind. That match was fast. Considering it's a 2v1. Okay.
Yeah.
It was a solo
It was
versus solo.
it was 2v1. Yeah. Also, it doesn't seem like Gaimo really knows much of the B&Bs, let alone the ground tech for Philia.
Yeah.
You recommend the B&B compendium. Typing in exclamation point B&B.
Yeah. So if you type exclamation mark B&B into chat, remember guys, all the commands work even when I'm not online. You get access to the B&B compendium. These aren't the most optimized combos, but they are a combo that you guys should be learning, or at least a few combos that you guys should be learning. Not because it'll help you do more damage, which is also nice, but combos are important in video games because they help you understand your character a little bit more. They help you understand what kind of links are possible, what move you can connect into another move, and just help you understand your character overall in like the way she flows, what her combos are going to look like, what they're gonna feel like. And practicing these B&Bs will help us know that you're ready to start learning more intermediate level information, like things like resets, corner keeps, things like frame data, and stuff like that. But none of that matters until you just have a better understanding of your character. So both these players, both Chiefamon and Gaimo, you both need to learn a combo. And I feel kind of crummy saying this, because like nobody just wants this in the lab, especially when they just get the game, and like learn their character. But it's a very important first step if you want to improve in the game. You just need to be more familiar with your character, and be able to do it consistently too. It'll help you in the long run a lot. I think you have to type exclamation mark command.
Yeah, command, not commands. Yeah, Gaimo's really just kind of pressing buttons in their opponent's face, which is, there's so many counter hits right now. It's like, oh my god. Like, there's a lot of counter hits, and Chiefamon doesn't exactly know what to do. They're trying to use options against a person that does not really have an aware understanding of their own options.
So Gaimo, I see you are approaching very unsafely in general, like with hairball and things like that. Did you already talk about that? I think I heard you talk about how people are approaching a little bit risky.
Yeah, it's using very risky approaches, and like he's just kind of air dashing in there and then pressing just like jump light punch, jump light kick, but not blocking as soon as he air dashes in front of Chiefamon. So it's like you're just dashing in to get hurt. Like it's work on your defense if that's the case, and just knowing your options really makes more sense if you're gonna be doing air dash things, because air dashing is not safe in this game. But like if you know what your options are, you can make it safe-ish.
So Gaimo, there's you're very new to the game. I understand that. There's a lot of interesting mechanics that you can use to approach, especially Asphilia, without actually throwing out dangerous moves. So something very fundamental is, I don't know if this is your first fighting game or not, but there's something very fundamental about fighting games is the stronger the move is, the more likely you are to be punished if you miss or if you get blocked, right? Things like hairball, things like your heavies and mediums, even your mediums are okay-ish, but your heavies and your hairballs and things like all your specials are very, very risky. They might feel good to actually hit your opponent with it, and it feels good because you get to cover a lot of ground, but you have no idea how much Chiefamon is having an easy time against you because you're approaching with those tools. Those tools are very, very dangerous. That's just a fighting game fundamental. You gotta learn to try and approach slowly, take your time, and only use your lights and mediums until you know you get a hit from. The other thing is that there's a lot of just options to approach in Skullgirls, and you're new to Skullgirls, so let me elaborate a little bit on that. You can block while you're dashing. So if you hit two punch buttons, like light punch and medium punch at the same frame, you'll dash forward, and you're already air dashing, so you kind of know about dashing and movement in general. As you are approaching your opponent, as you notice your character starts moving forward, hold back. Not in the air, but on the ground, you'll be blocking while you're dashing. That's really important. You can also suddenly cancel into a down back, so you can block low as well while you're trying to approach. The other thing is you can push block, which is pushing two punch buttons while you're blocking. So just block more in general. I noticed you're not even really, you're just kind of getting hit because you throw out a unsafe move and then your opponent just has their turn. So focus on throwing out safer moves and focus on taking advantages of what options you have to approach more safely. Just like going slowly, dashing in about it, things like that. And that was the 3 games. So thank you for joining us. That was awesome. Very well played. Also, Yo-Yo pointing out the raw silver cord. Don't raw silver cord. Unless I'm fighting JP. Then you can raw. Unless if you're fighting JP, go ahead and raw silver cord. It'll work like 1 out of 3 times. I'm not even joking.
I mean, true, and especially if I'm Philly, I'm just gonna be ID.
I had such a hard read on you that time. It's like, go ahead, here, watch this. And then I moved back and silver corded you, and your double just got caught out of nowhere. It was so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if it's Clawmaster, not gonna happen.
Yeah, Clawmaster and Yo-Yo do it too often. It's a gimmick.
Much too often. Way too often. So often. Someday Yo-Yo will stop jumping.
I don't know why I never checked, but Silver Cord is not that minus on block. Like, I know that.
It's not.
But I don't actually know the frame data. I've never checked.
Been steamed over here. What's this?
Yeah. Alright, so if you guys need any resources, please just message me after the stream or just ask in Twitch chat and I'll try to get to you the best I can. There are so many tools I can provide to just help you get more familiar with your defense options, help you get more familiar with movement. That's for Gaimo specifically. And both of you should be learning BNBs, or at least being more concrete with your BNBs. So yeah, good luck. Keep at it. Keep at the hard work. And make sure you guys watch the VODs. It's very important that you guys pause the stream and also, unrelated, play on Ethernet connection while you're playing fighting games. It's just respectful for your opponent, honestly. But make sure you pause the stream while you're playing. Don't get distracted. And once you're done, watch the VODs. The VODs are uploaded to Twitch literally as it's being streamed. You can go watch the VODs of your match and listen to our commentary right then and there. And you can also go check it out on YouTube a few hours after the stream. And it'll be there forever. So that sounds pretty cool.
To go me? Alright.
Yeah. MQ wants to learn a BNB, teach him. Yeah, sure.
Sure, go for it. Yeah.
Remember saying the only time I throw raw cord is to react to armor really easily. Nah, man. It does mental damage. You gotta start playing that mental game, man. You gotta screw people up.
Yeah.
Yomi and stuff, I guess. I don't know. So we're still delaying Chernikov until I'm online because I don't think they've messaged me yet. So I'm gonna assume they're not ready yet.
Let's just get the. Was that
7 hour.
supposed to be Tarakun versus
Raccoon and Notepad.
Yeah, someone looks like a T.
Yeah. Good old Wheat Speak. We back in 1995.
Down with that. Okay, those were interesting days.
Yeah.
ESL was the greatest.
Yo, AIM is dead. Like they shut down AIM officially like 2 weeks ago. Isn't that depressing?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. When was I there?
It was
for
like
that?
really emotional to a lot of people. It was nuts.
It was my Viking funeral for AIM. Shit.
Yeah. AIM was still open for a little while, so people can go in and like download chat logs and stuff, like so they can save.
Wow. Well, all my chat logs are gone. I don't particularly care though.
Yeah, I don't mind if I forget my good old AIM history.
Yeah.
And I want to forget things that happened literally yesterday. Like, how the hell am I supposed to deal with it like fucking 10 years ago?
Why?
Alright, no beds in. Gotta go ahead and wait on 7 or Taro-kun a little bit more. Might call you just 7 a lot more often than I probably should.
7.
Well, real talk, Killer 7 is a really cool game. It's like I say that like by far the only horror game I really care about is Silent Hill Shattered Memories, but Killer 7, if it can count as a horror game, is probably above that. Killer 7 is like easily one of the most creative games I've ever seen.
I've never heard of that.
It's a cult classic on GameCube. Cult classic, I guess. I don't know. It was kind of popular, but it was like rarely heard about. It was not a game that people talked about very often.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Another failure.
People get in chat, get it.
Nice
Killer
block.
7 is incredibly underrated. I mean, you say it's underrated, but it's rated really high technically. It's just no one knows about it. It doesn't get the popularity it deserves.
True.
Alright,
Remember
that was
calling your
really
assists
smart.
from that range.
I really like that Tarkin is just like moving around and then just blocking, waiting for their opponent to approach, and trying to call a pillar to bait something out. That was really cool. Alright, good pokes.
That's grab.
Throw. That was a little bit of a slow kick throw. You honestly
Yeah.
can be a bit more aggressive than that. The thing is, your lights, they will set you to like, what is her light setter to? Like +5? +7?
Her light, what's the sand light is like +2.
+2? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Still.
I
So,
thought it was like,
the startup to your grab is 7 frames. So this is frame data. If you don't understand frame data, that's totally fine. Long story short, basically, after you hit them with a light, you have plenty of time to throw out a grab, and they can't punish you with anything that's not a super. And after you throw out a standing light punch, they're not just going to assume that you're not going to block and just mash super there, right? So if you press light punch or whatever, and then immediately start mashing grab, you are like extremely likely to grab them. It's called a tick throw, and it's a very powerful tool. Tick throws are universal to all fighting games, by the way. Almost every game has them. It's just like a standing light, like your fastest punch move, and then you grab them immediately after they block it, or get hit by it. It doesn't even matter. It's the same either way. Smart decision from Tara to pitch. Come on, chip. There we go.
There you go.
Did it. Words. Yeah.
He did it. It was there. Also remember, if you're a solo, you can get your health back.
Darkun has clearly more experience in this game because he's, like, not more experience than his opponent by any means, but like more experience than at least the previous set. Because Darkun seems to be familiar with like basic neutral decisions, like baiting things out, using your assist to reversal, just being patient and blocking after approach. I've noticed that a lot. They're a little bit slow with the tick throws, but I definitely saw the intention there. What else did Tara do? Oh yeah, like the idea of chipping someone out with level 3. Like I know that's like not that impressive technically, but like it's important to be aware of that situation, being aware of how much meter you have, and being aware that you can just get rid of your opponent using chip damage. So that situational awareness shows that you have like some either talent or like knowledge of fighting games in general.
Careful about, by the way, ending on moves on blocked heavies, because that's just opening you up to a punish.
Yeah, like that.
That's not a good old time.
That was like a perfect example, exactly what JP was talking about. You like ended the block swing on heavy, and then Beowulf got a hit on you. Beowulf didn't go anywhere with it, but Beowulf could have done a lot of work on you because of that.
Also, a lot of things that most people aren't aware of. There are tinges of color on the ground when you bounce and you get knocked down. Remember, if there's a blue tinge, you can press a button to get back up immediately. Like you don't have to sit there.
Yeah, if you're the one being hit, the moment you see a blue spark, if you press a button in a direction, what will happen is you'll tech in that direction. You'll give up half your undizzy. If you don't know what undizzy is, that's a whole nother topic entirely. Definitely look it up. But basically, it lets your opponent do another long combo and you have to hit you again. But at the same time, you get to get free space against your opponent. So like you're like giving up a quote-unquote resource in exchange for a chance to turn the tables. Skullgirls is a type of game where, as you improve, you'll realize that the entire point of the game is to make sure that you never end up on defense. Because if you find yourself getting hit, offense options are so powerful in this game that you'll probably never get out. That's very normal to just not get out. That's not completely true, of course. Like you have plenty of tools on defense. But in general, you want your offense to be so strong that you can't escape, or your opponent can't escape, rather. So because of that, that's why heavies are especially so unsafe. It's why, it's why being aware of your OTG options, like the blue and red sparks that come out when you hit against the ground, being aware of those things is it's really important. Good zoning.
Pretty decent.
Alright.
Like
Let's try and focus on the Beowulf next part.
On the good old Beowulf. Notepad earlier had a good round start of doing a stand hard punch against Philia. Because if the Philia wants to IAD a button, that's good because it causes immediate knockdown, and they can just pick right back up and go to set play. It's pretty good.
Well, that's true. Colors don't exist for Penny.
They don't. No, but there are tinges. There are indeed tinges.
Yeah. Penny, can you tell the difference between the sparks? Or do you just have to track OTG in your head?
I think he has to track it.
I feel really bad for him if he has to actually track him.
I know.
Nice approach.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of hit confirms where Notepad doesn't believe in their hit confirms. Like, there was one time where they got a counter hit, and then just didn't do anything with it. Yeah, so like, believe in your hit confirms a little bit more. If you throw out a light, expect you to throw out a medium afterwards. Because the thing is like, mediums are safe, right? On whiff, your medium won't even come out, so you'll be fine. On hit or on block, like your medium will come out and you'll still be safe, right?
That's good.
So almost always throw out a medium after a light. There are reasons not to, of course.
Usually.
Like, take the res and things like that, but in general, you gotta start having a tool that lets you believe in your hit confirms a little bit more. Hey, you got that wall splat.
That was cool.
I wonder how plus you are because of that wall splat.
It's somewhere in between like 40 and 50.
Ooh. That's really good.
Yeah.
Can you assist like wolf shoot into
Yes.
wall splat specifically?
Yes. Probably. Maybe not, because the length of time that it takes for chair dance to happen, makes it questionable.
Yeah, like if I could get that wall splat as an
Oh,
assist, I feel like that'd be broken.
See, but you already used all of the meter that you wanted to do for what I thought was going to be a snap on level 3, so you couldn't get any of your health back. No bad. You tried, but you were way too far away for that.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're gonna play a solo, like JP brought up something really important, you gotta be aware of your snapping options, which is basically the only way a solo can heal against the team. You get 1/3 of your life back if you snap the point. If you snap the assist, you get another 1/3 of your life back. You get you get 2/3 if you snap the point, right? 1/3 if you snap the assist. If you snap everyone, you get 75% of your red life back. I believe those are the numbers. And it's the only way you can heal, so snapping is extremely powerful if you're going to play solo. You really need to be aware of it. It also gets rid of your opponent's red health, and that's just a bonus at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you don't know how snapping works, it's, what is it, quarter circle forward and tag buttons, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely look into all the things that snapping can do for you. Now, another thing for Beowulf, well, yeah, mostly just the Beowulf, but it kind of applies to both. Once again, the B&B Compendium. I'm going to relink that in chat. Both of you guys need to learn combos for the same reasons I said before.
Hit up them combos.
Yeah.
Good.
They're not the most optimized combos by any means, but these will help you understand your character more. We can't really start talking about more advanced things until you understand your character more. You need to be more familiar with what options you have, what routes you can go, how to use the tools your characters have. Because if you don't understand, like, how your character's tools are used and what kind of links you can do, then we really just can't tell you about your options that you have with that character. This game is wild in that, like, every character's, like, options and stuff are relatively unique. So you really need to have a good understanding of your character before you can really start talking about, like, the meat of the game. Zen Boxer, yes, this is the beginner sense.
True. Shmup, yesterday I actually told you about the sparks. But I mean,
Where you are, Shmup.
Yeah, that was a little further up in chat. And it's like,
I didn't actually know what the sparks. Oh yeah. There's a really good there's a really mediocre explanation on how sparks work on Shoryuken. There we go. There's a wiki, quote unquote, for Skullgirls called Shoryuken, where it has all the frame data and all this information about the mechanics. There's a section where you can find out about how the different sparks work regarding OTG, at least. And it's good enough. It isn't great, and I wish I could rewrite it for them, but it'll help you get a good enough grasp on what's going on. Turnikov still has not messaged me, which kind of has me concerned. Hopefully we can get his match in before Illegal Laws vs. You is done, so we're gonna go ahead and get those two in.
ooh.
No, wait, Turnikov is in game. What am I talking about?
Oh, they're in game right now?
Yeah, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Invite to game.
See you guys later. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Yeah, amazing 3 games between you two, by the way. Like, I was actually very surprised on how well the neutral actually went. But both of you guys need to believe in your hit confirms more, and like, be safer, especially as the what was it, the Parasol and the whose point?
Oh, didn't see it. Okay.
My brain forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry your name slipped my mind. But the Parasol player, be a little bit safer with at least your other character. Which I believe was Philia? Yeah, it was
Tarkun.
Philia.
Yes, Tarkun, yeah.
Yeah, it was Tara. Right.
Let's see what we got here.
Thanks for joining us.
Nice.
Make sure you guys are practicing, and see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Work on the things I told you about. Fighting games are hard. Fighting games require a lot of work, but it's
All right, let's talk.
You guys picked a good fighting game, honestly. If you want to get into one, because the community's amazing. And,
Yeah. I'd say so.
We want you to feel welcome.
Gentlemen and ladies,
Just not my level of commitment. Please don't put 2,000 hours.
Double. Go ahead and put in 2,000 hours and give JP
Or
his
that
money.
Yeah. that's a double right now. We're just kind of pressing buttons. All right.
This matchup's a nightmare.
Okay, we're back in the corner. So Turnikoff just really wants to press those buttons. That was kind of hit twice on the way down, and we don't want to burst. Okay, well I guess they couldn't after JHK.
A part of me thinks that Nomline played Baron first when they picked up the scam.
I wouldn't be
Because
surprised.
the route that they used. They used crouching light punch and then crouching light kick, and then went into the India.
So it looks like we're still having trouble winning the barrel loop. It's kind of meh. You never ever want to back it up with something else because it's super unsafe. Like you don't want to do that. That was a cross up. That was cool. Try to go for the red. A little bit low.
Gotta miss that. With double again, double is a very heavy character. So I understand the game plan that you have, Nom. But there's how do I? I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. Double just falls faster when you try to do things on her, and it makes a lot of Squiggly's air strength not really work well on her.
Yeah.
It's just so your air grab resets and things like that. You had the right intentions, but the timing is just really tight. You also need to tighten up your links a lot. I know it's like you're getting hit confirms like light punch, and then you'll get a new hit confirm with light kick or whatever. Tighten things up. Like just use only one light to start off your combo because scaling is a thing. I don't really want to talk about scaling until we get to the intermediate bracket, but in general, you want to try and use hard single hit moves early and use multi-hitting moves later. So you want to minimize how many lights there are in the beginning. So use one hit of crouching light kick, which is now there's only one hit, and then crouching medium kick, and then go into standing hard punch, and then silver cord or stancel, whatever you need to do.
it's good to be out.
Forgot something in
Round start silly again? No, JHP isn't okay round start. Double. It's pretty meh. For a full screen. Okay, that's actually a good way of staggering your Luger shots. We had the right idea using what is it called?
Yeah. So you had a almost right. You had half the right idea.
Yeah.
So Nomline actually asked us during sign-ups to try and give him information on how to approach. So Squiggly is the wrong character if you want to know how to approach. Because Squiggly is the type of character that kind of similar to what Penny was talking about at the beginning of the stream. Squiggly doesn't ever really need to approach your opponent because you can always make your opponent approach you. And you had the right idea with center stage, but that's only half the story. What really makes Squiggly shine is SBO. SBO kind of makes everything Squiggly can do really safe, and also allow like full screen punishes and stuff like that. So when Double's sitting full screen and Double's like trying to press a button, what you do is you can use Saria center stage, like the Daisy, the charged center stage, Saria center stage, and then go into SBO. And if they were pressing a button, they immediately punish. Otherwise, they have to block. Exactly, just like that.
Yeah.
And when they're stuck blocking, then you get to have a field day on them. You get to get a free reset. Or free mix on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple moves for Turkov. Whenever Sugly actually gets a hit in, he just kind of panics and goes for like wake up grab or some variation of like stand hard kick or whatever. You should really just be holding the blocks and waiting for your turn because your turn was basically gone as soon as Sugly hit you. If this were me playing, I would just be frame tapping you all the time since I know you're just pressing buttons, and it's not wise. You're just like opening yourself up for no reason. So you gotta be patient. You wait for your turn.
A couple more things about Squiggly is if you do want to approach, if you do find it like you want to switch things up, you don't want to let your opponent figure out that you're only waiting for them to approach. You can approach with jumping light kick. That's like a main approach tool. Micro dash grab is also a pretty good tool. And what micro dashing is just grabbing the most small distance you can and then immediately canceling it into a grab. It's an okay tool, but it's a little bit risky because their dash startup is really slow.
Yeah.
But jumping light kick is a really good tool approach, and a lot of people, you'll notice that you can bait out a lot of anti-airs because of it, because people will want to anti-air Squiggly because she always jumps in. What else was there? Oh, you like to use crouching light punch. Don't. It's the worst move in the game. It's not actually the worst move in the game, but it's up there.
It's some hidden tech with that one, but yeah.
Crouching light, it has very limited purposes. Like
It does.
it's not good. I don't know. Everyone tells me every time someone tells me it's like, oh yeah, you can use it for this. I'm like, cremation would also work there, and it's just better in every way.
Yeah, but yeah.
I cannot figure out a purpose. People try to tell me,
I
they're like,
couldn't.
oh yeah, it trades with Philly. I'm like, yeah, I can beat out Philly. Why
Yeah.
would I want to trade? And people are like,
Yeah.
oh, it stuffs people from up forwarding. And I'm like, so does cremation.
True.
Daisy. Aww.
Yeah, Daisy or Nesby actually would have been fine.
Yeah. So the thing about center stage is it adds hit stop to your next move, kind of, if you cancel out of it. What ends up happening is that if you use serious center stage Daisy, your opponent, and if your opponent is touching the ground, they literally cannot do anything besides. Well, they actually cannot do anything. So they'll just get caught by your grab. It basically would have been a guaranteed hit on double.
Yeah. Again, silly slide in neutral is not a good idea at all, because it hurts a lot when you whiff. It's okay because you're a beginner, and that's a thing that most beginners do when they first play double. They want to use silly slide because, oh man, it's a long range sweep, but it's really terrible. It's just not a good thing.
Silly slide in neutral
Sounds
is
good.
a huge gamble. You can kind of make it safe with monster, but that's been nerfed real hard. There's like really specific rules on it. In general, you just should not be using it in neutral.
Yeah.
Player 2 wins!
Yeah, Turnikov is using crouching medium kick a lot for conversions. Standing medium kick is so much more consistent for that.
Yes.
I wouldn't know,
Really?
but I believe you. Avoid using standing hard kick and blot strings. Yeah, man, chat's dropping real good advice. So if you guys are watching the VOD, try to pay attention to chat. Remember, guys, if you watch the VODs on Twitch, Twitch has chat replay, so you'll be actually able to see the comments come in real time. That's super useful, obviously, right?
Really good.
Yeah. Mega Missing No dropping the
Yeah.
most important advice. Block low, my guy.
If you stop at CMK with double, actually not safe. It's meh, really. It would behoove you to cancel into like M Luger, actually, if you're in your opponent's face.
What is the one that's +0? Is that H Luger?
H Luger is +0. M
I hate
Luger
M
is +2 if you push block.
So Lugers are your friend. I saw a few Lugers come out, but I didn't see you really abusing what makes Luger good. Luger is Luger almost single-handedly breaks double already. But double has lots of tools that just break double. Double's just probably the most powerful character in this game right now. Probably will be forever, but it's not unmanageable. It's not like you have an unfair advantage, but you really gotta start taking advantage of the tools that really make her strong.
Yeah.
It's the gun move.
It's the gun move, the pistol shot. Pistole.
Yeah. Pistolo. That's a.
Oh man.
If you say pistol with an Indian accent, it's pistol. I don't know why.
Pistol?
But, like if you like watch Indian movies, they won't call it like some Indian name for gun. They'll just call it pistol. Like that. Like the pistol means gun in
Awesome.
like Hindi, which is awesome.
That's awesome.
'Cause, like they don't have a real name for it. There's like any like if it's an assault rifle, it's like, oh yeah, check out that pistol.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It's like how in Japan, mirukuti is like a part of their language at this point. So like if you order mirukuti, they understand. But if you say milk tea, they'll be like, "What's milk tea?" Like they don't
Wow.
understand that.
That's kind of insane.
But you speak Hindi? Yeah. Smashy, do you watch have you watched any like Bollywood films?
Yo, Bollywood does that all the time.
Yeah, Bollywood films, like all guns are referred to as pistols. It's well, especially in it's not so much anymore because like the English has gotten better there. But in general, like for the last since 1980 all the way through like 1995 or so, every movie you watch will be like that. Bollywood is Indian Hollywood. It also holds the world record for pumping out the most movies ever, and it's like by a huge margin. Banduk. Oh, is that new? I don't know. Okay.
Who knows?
It's like I watched a lot of Indian movies with my family, and
Yeah.
they always called it pistol. It's kind of great.
Interesting.
I've never heard the term banduk, so that's interesting. Okay.
Oh, what we have next is legal law.
Legal laws. We in there.
Cool.
Okay. Get you.
Yeah.
And we
I'm
did
gonna
just
be
finish
right back.
Chernikov.
I need to go
Oh,
get food.
Perfect. Oh yeah, so now I'm watching myself die in the VOD. Yeah, perfect. I was just about to say, make sure you guys watch the VODs. It's extremely important. Even if you think you heard all the advice, like 1 or 2 times, going back and rewatching and just listening very carefully to what we're trying to comment on and what specific situations we're talking about is extremely important. That information is going to help you a lot. Take advantage of it. Musicals are amazing. What's pseudo musicals? It's not like really musicals. It's just like there are just chunks of movies that are like, there's a dance routine in like movies. Basically, there's like 3 or 4 dance routines in every movie. It's not so much a musical as much as like a I'm feeling the song coming on kind of thing. Did you drop out? What happened? Come back here, you. Miss you. Again. The connection here is surprisingly messed up. Illegal laws. Make sure that you have paused the stream. Make sure you are on Ethernet. Make sure I don't know what else is there. Make sure you set your GGPO to like probably 2, because this connection is surprisingly jank. Yeah, it's the Disney animation style of musicals where there's song and dance, but it's not exactly a musical. Illegal Laws is about to get surprised. Is it their Wi-Fi? Is that the surprise? How can the law itself be illegal? Congratulations.
Cute, huh?
You figured out the joke. AP, you missing? I'll take it as a yes. Oh, that was interesting. So, what happened there is, you land cancel, which means that you completely recover. When you land on once you touch the ground, all your blocks and hits can go away. Well, not all of it, like all but like 2 frames or so. And you took advantage of that and tried to use Jumping Hard Punch. And so if you were blocking low when you landed, Jumping Hard Punch would have reset you, and that would have been wild. Because Jumping Hard Punch hits high, but it usually was on opponents. That's what makes it so interesting. Good dive kick. Oh, staggered a light there. Gotta focus on tightening up those inputs. That's really important. Make sure that once you get a hit, that second hit comes out so you can combo very smoothly. Good use of the disjointed aerials in the air. You being aware of Parasol's good old hitboxes. I think as the Parasol player, you should probably jump a little bit less. And also, while you are jumping, take advantage of the air grab. Air grab is probably the best air grab in the game. Eliza gives good competition, but it's honestly not anywhere near as good as Parasol's. Yeah, it was a little bit slow on that launch. Exactly what I was talking about before. Just tighten up those links. You guys gotta practice like pressing those buttons just a little bit faster. Twice again. Like, you got a hit and then you got another hit. Instead of like making it one chain. Okay. And fireballs to try and keep your approach safe. Reasonable. I don't play either of these 2 characters. JP is the Fuko expert, probably top 3 Fukos in the world. And Penny is the Parasol expert, and Penny is just chilling in chat. Coming in with the fortune. Alright. So, don't call Parasol just off of cooldown. Don't just call Parasol for the sake of calling Parasol. Call Parasol, time it with the rhythm that your opponent is jumping, and try and get them stuck. If the tier hits them and they're forced to respect it, like on block, they get stuck there for a long time, especially because the tier sticks around if it doesn't miss, and that means it's going to pop a little bit later. So focus on paying attention for opportunities to call your assist, more than like just calling your assist because you can. Calling it in the middle of your vortex, like you just did right there, is perfect. Calling them when they're basically forced to take the hit. Penny mentioning in chat, commit to Rekka's a little bit less.
You two seem thick as thieves.
Never a bad time to call beatings then. I mean, fortunately, you're right. Nicely done. Forcing legal laws to try and respect you, running in, getting jabbed. If you're gonna go ahead and approach them, definitely start with crouching light punch or something. Standing light punch is great because the 5-frame jab is the tied for the fastest jab in the game. The problem though is it's not a mix-up, right? It doesn't matter whether they're blocking high or low. As long as they're blocking, they're not gonna get hit. If you go in with a low or like a grab or something like that, then you're able to at least force them to guess, right? And that's extremely important. If they're gonna be forced to respect something you do, you better not give them something that they can just beat all your options with by not doing anything, right? Makes sense. It's the best way to open up your opponent. Make them guess. Or like approach and then do an instant overhead, right? Like I already see you doing like instant air dash, jumping hard punch. That's an incredible tool for Fortune. Just run up and do that. Don't just hit him with a jab. Unless you're gonna do a tick throw, that works too. You can run up, jab, and then do a throw immediately after, or jab and then the low, for example. But don't just jab. That's the important part.
I've returned.
Thank you. Welcome back. I needed you.
Oh, there's a Fuqua. Let me see. Interesting. Okay. It's good blocks. You really could have punched that because sweep on Fortune is super unsafe.
Yeah. Don't push block it. That's the important part. If you push block it, then it actually becomes safe.
Yes.
So for those of you guys who don't know how push blocking works, we're high enough in beginners that I feel okay with talking about this. This is more of an intermediate topic. But how push blocking works is that it sets you to block stun for 25 frames fixed. It doesn't matter what else they hit you with. You will be returned to neutral in 25 frames. So what that means is that if they did a move that was like less than 25 frames of block stun, you literally made their move stronger by push blocking. Not damage-wise, of course. I just mean like it became more effective because you're stuck blocking for a longer time. There's a lot of setups that revolve around it. A lot of setups kind of revolve around you being stuck blocking. I think you try to punish with the medium. Just punish that with the light. Like until you know which medium to use, or, until you've labbed it out, just punish with the light. Penny talking about don't use crouching hard kick in your ground strings. Penny also talking about another thing that can be just push block punished. Yeah. Standing hard punch is good if you're gonna call cancel. Yeah, okay. But make sure you cancel in that case. Don't cancel into something safe-ish. Use standing hard punch like Bella Sweep. Oh, okay. The idea is that you should be safe with spacing if they push block you, and if they don't, you can cancel into like a L Rekka or something. Ah, okay. Pro tip, don't use weep voice. Not true. Some weep voices are excellent.
We excellent. My favorite stage, oh man.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
So that fortune overhead, you can actually push block that. You also have enough frame time in between the hits for you to be able to punish it with the light. That's pretty good. Get the fireballs out there. Okay.
Good patient play on the legal laws, I feel like. Spacing out the fireballs and then just going in and blocking. Be careful with that tier. Good. I think you just got really lucky.
Careful about tossing out L Shadow. Like, especially if you're about round start range between each other, it's becomes a little sketchy.
The legal laws, you need to start push blocking. I know I was talking about how push blocking can be taken advantage of, and like your opponent can do things that just become better from a push block. But you're not push blocking anything that Yu is throwing out at you. Especially Fortune's like lights and mediums. They're all like she's using all these multi-hitting moves on you. If you just push block it, you can punish like right after the heavy ends, which is extremely important. Like, you just get a free hit on them, basically, and they can't do anything about it. Find those links. And be dropping them. Ooh, silver corner neutral, don't do that. Never do that.
Cross up jump hard punch from Squealy, that was pretty insane.
As always, silver corner is a lot more safe than anyone thinks.
True, nice grab. Pretty telegraphed though. Like that's like one of the obvious things people do when you go for a grab.
For my fireball. That fireball super is really good because it chips out a lot. So you really shouldn't be using it unless you think it's gonna kill your opponent. It does like what, 900 damage in chip? It used to do even more.
900 damage. You should do like I think 1100 or something like
It
that?
used to do 1100, now it does like 970 or something.
Yeah. It's still pretty decent. It's actually not the worst thing you could do, especially if you just have meter on standby. Like it's a nice full screen / record screen.
Yeah, but like when you're on like 2
Like,
or 3
not-
meter, like
but-
yeah, like these like
Not
these.
not like 2 meter, but like 3 meter maybe. It's okay. Depends on what you're going for.
The way I see it is like you want to save your meter for like BFF conversion and things like that, right?
Oh yeah. The thing is that Fook was a pretty good battery, so she can build it back pretty fast.
That's true. But like, see, if
2
you were a bit
meter,
more patient with those
no.
fireballs, fireball supers and things like that, you probably could have reversal BFF'd out of a lot of the pressure that you were suffering right at the end and won that game. It really wasn't down to whoever got to the last hit. You just kind of used up all your resources before you needed to. Be a little bit more careful with how you manage your meter. You don't want to be too spendy, but you also don't want to be too reserved either. There's a very good balance, and I feel like you were just barely too spendy. That's my opinion.
That's fair. If you're at like 3 meter, like it's okay. I'd like toss it out once.
Yeah.
2 meter and below, it's like that's like 2 BFFs you gotta need.
Yeah, BFF is a very important tool for Fuqua in general because a lot of rate conversions are only possible because of BFF. And of course, Drill Super is a lot more likely to kill than like a random fireball out in the middle of nowhere. Just getting a hit confirm and going to a Drill Super is going to save you but a lot more times than you think. Who just throws fireballs like that? I mean, I probably would. I'm crazy. Don't do it. Like, it's not good to be crazy. All right, so that's the end of the beginner bracket, which is great. I need to go take care of something for like 10 minutes. For the first time in like literally 6 months, we're gonna go on break for real quick. Unless JP, you want to keep trying to, you want to solo cast this? I don't know if you're available.
I'm okay for solo casting.
Okay. In that case, I mean, you're already lobby host or whatever. So I'm gonna leave the chat open. I'm gonna leave the screen like this. You can go ahead and start the intermediate bracket, which is gonna be Guru Slum with some open lobby, and I'll be back in like, I don't know, 10 minutes or so.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Good luck.
Cool. This is the point where I take over forever.
Oh, if you can, try to set up Guru Slum versus Spirit Wolf.
Spirit Wolf? Sure.
Yeah. Spirit Wolf is already signed up for the match afterwards, but Spirit Wolf I feel like is going to be a more even opponent with Guru Slum.
Okay.
Versus Magic, it's going to be. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's possible.
You feel like it's a
he'll
little
do fine
sketchy if
against
it's against Magic?
Yeah. So I kind of want to get to have one match against Guru Slum as well, at least.
Sure.
All right. Thanks.
All right. So Jerusalem, get in here. Spirit Wolf, get in here. Your Juan matching. No props, no, I'm lying. Glad you came by for the things. Yeah. Please do come back next week. We'll always be doing here. We'll always be here. Doing the thing. So Spirit Wolf, if you're in the Twitch chat over there, stop on by to the lobby. I've invited you to the game. There you go. Sweet. Cool. Lou versus NA. The ping isn't too bad. Doesn't seem like. I hope it's much better on Grizzled's end than my end. So let's see what we got. I don't remember what Spirit Wolf plays. Guru is always with the solo bayo. So Guru's got, let's see, Guru's round start is usually pop light punch, stand light punch, stand hard punch, and then chair DP. That's a Fuqua bayo. Oh, my team forwards, not backwards. Okay. Yeah, Guru usually goes for like the low into overhead, which makes him extremely predictable. So like if you watch out for that, you can immediately punish it later. He also presses buttons on the opponent's wake up, which is very unwise. It's asking to get hurt. He also doesn't press buttons easily, I would say. So you can basically burst him forever in a day. He also doesn't tech, so you can just keep on comboing if you really wanted to. It's really a lot of notable things. See, look at that. Low light into hop light into low light. So he just goes for low, high, low all the time. And he also doesn't respect the blocks. So I mean, look, he didn't tech right there. So he just got a combo for free. So with Fuqua, you don't want to be using stand medium punch because it pushes your opponent way too far away. Especially if you do 2 light punches to stand medium punch, you'll immediately with JHP. Look at that. He also does that a lot too. I'm not sure there was any actual reason to snap because your health didn't seem to be that low, unless I was just blind. Also, when you see Jerusalem do blitzer forward at you, and then back, you can punish that with arm. Like that doesn't matter. See, look at that. Low light, jump light. Nice block of the cross up though. That was a good. That's a cool conversion. All right, that's interesting. Wouldn't have thought about that. Take a load off. You can punish that, but you were too slow about it. That's okay. He's gonna go for arm. You went for level 3 though. That beats out. I'm pretty sure Crank might do an actual open lobby after stream. Yeah.
Player 1 wins.
That was a good first match. Pretty nice. Level 3 has way more invincibility frames than Giga Arm. So like the normal Bayo thing is to do crouch hard punch on block and then go for arm because that's like a normal thing. I'm not even sure. I'm not a get out of here. I'm still learning Fuqua no matter what happens. Like Fuqua is still always a mystery because there's always something to discover. Especially new Fuqua. So hop and hop, it's basically. Ba ba. Hey. We'll shoot on wake up. And again! From a reset. That's interesting. Beep, beep. But it's probably the wrong time to do a raw tag, especially when your opponent's jumping. That wasn't the best case scenario there. He also loves to hop at. He likes to jump at people and press MK, which is not the best thing in the world. Because like you're just throwing out a hitbox, and that hitbox stays active until you land. That's disgusting. Okay. I mean, that won't kill. That's okay. He wants to press a button. That's what you get for pressing a button. You get cross some raw tag. Interesting. We press a button. Nice conversion. But we're not aware of the buttons we're pressing. That's unfortunate. Nice drill. Okay. Careful about using shadows in front of your opponent's face. They're not that safe. Especially the shadow by itself. If it's a block string into a shadow, it's not the worst thing. Say low, high, low. Very, very predictable. But it works, I guess. No, raw tagging to get grabbed. That sucks. Oh, you should have jumped for that one. Like that's easily jumpable. That makes no sense. You gotta just kill him. See, now he gets to heal, and you get punished for it. That makes no sense. He gets to heal the Bayo back. That was almost a burst bait if you're far away enough. So you have meter. You have 4 meter right now. You could be doing. There you go, level 3. That works.
It's over.
Yo, he grabbed the raw tag, which was insane. That was insane, dude. But the worst part is that he grabbed the raw tag, and then after that, you just put him in the trash can. I mean. He wasn't healing that much, but the thing is that he snapped out for Fuqua, and then Bayo just got to heal back up. Like, it may not be much. It may not be that much of a heal, but 2 characters alive is still better for the duo. he snapped a dead Bayo. Like he should have just killed him. Because Fuqua kind of struggles with that assist sometimes. We're still not aware of the button for pressing. You gotta get a better Fuqua combo. To be honest. Okay. The normal chair combo that he does, he hasn't really experimented with much other chair combos that likely do a little more damage. That's not a real button. You shouldn't be doing that. Raw tagging to get hit. Cool. Nice bullshit. That's an interesting conversion. Yeah, we're in the button still. Careful about 3 blitzers in front of your opponent's face, because the third one is really unsafe. The second one, if you do down back, is -2. That's pretty good. Sweep and do nothing, because doing a raw sweep into arm because the opponent just got sweeped. Fuqua's bleeding a little bit, and that'd be one to check out for Fuqua. Well, Bayo's dead, so it's okay. I'm gonna punch on. Oh man, that was pretty bad. Oof. That sucks. Blitzer and nonsense, you know, it happens. It's well played for these two though. Nicely done. It's good. Well played, guys.
I've returned.
Hey, I just commented that.
I think I missed this out. No.
You missed the whole set.
That was Gruesome versus Spirit.
Spirit Wolf. Yeah.
Cool. Well, Spirit Wolf, you should have stayed in here because now you're fighting Magic.
Yeah. Spirit Wolf come back, but at least you reset your score.
How did it? Was it? I'm assuming. Actually, how did it go?
It went well. Spirit Wolf's Fuqua. He plays my Bayo team forwards, not backwards, because they usually run Bayo Fuqua these days now.
They take this up.
Guru took the third. The first two,
Okay.
Spirit Wolf is doing okay. He needs to learn a more consistent combo with Fuqua because it's a little weird.
Okay.
So I checked out the BNB, commended him for that one. Same with the Bayo, but he had some interesting, so that was okay. Guru did a really bad. So Spirit raw tagged to Bayo. Guru managed to grab Bayo before the raw tag could happen. And that was interesting. And then he had the hits, threw in some kicks. Bayo was practically dead. But then did a snap to Fuqua. So we had a dead Bayo staying alive with a pixel of health. And I was just like, why did you do that?
Yeah,
could have just killed him.
I'm assuming he snapped.
Yeah, he could have just killed him instead of doing a snap. Probably didn't mean to do that, but like, Bayo was alive for no reason, to be honest.
So typically, level players are still watching by any chance? Intermediate players are already doing this because they know this already. But if you are in our lobby and it's your turn to be on stream, what you can do is you can right-click the Crank Machine or JP or anyone else that's in the lobby and click Join Game. And what it will do is it'll pop you in without you having to wait for an invite from us. Just a pro tip. Criminal Bully. I like your name. Have you ever tried Ethiopian food? Yeah, it's pretty good. Not spicy enough, but I heard it's supposed to be super spicy. I was a bit disappointed by that. But... Then again, I guess nothing's ever really spicy enough. I did the spicy challenge in a place, and they had like ghost pepper and everything on there, and I'm like, cool, can I get another?
Yeah, so good.
There we go, there's a good one. Oh man, it's so. I mean, you're the residential Fuqua expert, but it feels like a shadow mix-ups are just coming out a little slowly, and I can't put my finger on why. Was he skipping a button?
No, it's usually an input delay. I mean, then again, like way back when shadows used to come out super fast. So since they have a tell now, they have been delayed a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, what I mean is like compared to you, like compared to your shadow pressure, or compared to Kenji's shadow pressure. Like I feel like Oh, it might be just because he lets them go right away. That might be it. I think you normally want to like hold the shadow and then go into a light. And that actually applies better pressure. And then later on you get to release the shadow for like a free 50-50. I'm not positive about that. But like, there's something about the shadow pressure you're throwing out right after a heavy. It just feels like your opponent has more time to do stuff to you.
Yeah. Raw tag.
Stuff in that raw
Careful
tag.
about, yeah, careful about raw tag. It's like you may be trying to save your character, but like if you go for a raw tag and then they get the heavy punish on you, then now Bale's bleeding for no reason.
There are dozens of really quirky reasons why moves autocorrect in this game, and when they autocorrect, and it's different from character to character. I can try touching on a few, but basically raw tag is really weak to any move that autocorrects. Certain moves that autocorrect are like, for example, Squiggly Stancels. She'll autocorrect once when she starts building her stance, and then she'll autocorrect again when she actually releases her attack, which is really crazy. For all characters, super jumping, your first light will autocorrect. If you double jump, your first light will autocorrect. But otherwise, you're on any air normal will not autocorrect until the second hit, I believe, or until you use a special. I know for sure, specials always autocorrect. Yeah, there's a lot of weird circumstances for that. Sometimes multi-hitting heavies, not all the time. Sometimes multi-hitting heavies, the second hit will autocorrect. That's a thing.
So it's very weird.
Yeah.
Also, yes, I feel nostalgic when I see Fruit Parasol.
Okay, so thing for Magic, learn more band routes, just straight up, because you could have killed there a couple times over. Band's damage is stupid. In the corner it gets 10k for 1 meter, and like mid-screen it gets like 9 for 1 meter. There's no reason for you to reset low there. I think you might have just messed up your link, that's fine, that happens. But being aware of when you're in a position to kill, and then taking advantage of it, is extremely important. Also, like, realizing how many resources you have, what kind of route you should do given that you have that many resources, so on and so forth, right? A lot to consider. I mean, this game gets advanced, but if you're going to be playing in the intermediate bracket, you gotta start keeping your eye open for all these important things.
Everyone good to go? Let's rock!
How do I get so many viewers on Twitch? Like, 30? What do you mean?
Asking how he gets viewers? Like, by streaming or whatever?
Like, in
Raw
general,
tag.
you play a game that's popular, and then you, like, have a likable personality, and have funny jokes, and have a pretty overlay that doesn't take away from the actual source material. And, a little bit of advertisement here and there, but, like, making it look natural without it, like, coming off as cringy. It is surprisingly hard to do. That's how you get viewers. And the reason we get a lot of viewers is because like we're a structured stream that's been very stable for like a year and a half at this point. And on top of that, we're specifically giving advice on how to play this game. Like we're not just playing the game.
Raw tag.
It appeals to a lot of people.
True. Also, see if that was a brass, you would have been instantly punished. We're pressing buttons. That's a lot of counter hits.
Smart block from the drill. Alright, so after you use a drill, a really cheeky trick that's becoming more and more popular, especially on Quick Match, and it's all JP's fault, is you drill, you fireball super, and then you drill again.
Yep.
It's really dumb, and the second drill will always work unless they're smart and push block the first drill. Well, so from your opponent's perspective, what they should be doing is they should be PBGCing their first drill. You don't know what PBG. If you don't know what PBGC is or how much it helps you, I'm gonna put a resource into Twitch chat. If you're watching this VOD, please go and watch the chat replay and look at this link. This link is important. Let me find it for you real quick. I gotta actually hunt it down.
Go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
So if you have like 3 meters.
Super important in this game.
Yeah. Also, to what Crank said about me popularizing that thing now. If you have 3 meter, no one ever expects air time, so you could just keep doing it if you wanted to.
Wait, what? Huh?
The drill into fireball, the drill.
I'm so mad that it's becoming popular. Like it used to be only you, but then I saw random Fuqua start doing it, and I'm like, what have you done, JP? Oh no.
It must have been because of the tourney.
Yeah, that's
because I did do that twice.
It's not even good.
It's not. Oh man, thanks Chief Man. Thanks for the 100 bits.
Yeah, thank you, Chief Man. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Yeah, you really help the stream stay stable and keep on going. I appreciate it.
Because no one ever expects the second time.
It's like when you Timpani drive as close to the ground as you can, then you land and then you immediately beat extend. It's like, what level of Mensa you gotta be?
It was
gonna
pretty
work,
high.
and then it works.
Pretty high level. It was pretty high level Mensa, to be honest. Like no one was expecting it, so I'm just gonna do it. Nice. Grab. That's a normal parasol thing to do. It's fairly predictable. Well, you were.
I think it was supposed to be a burst bait. Like that route looked like it was supposed to be a burst bait, but then it just wasn't.
And look, the raw tag it from the brass, like I said last match. Crab trap kick into L Shadow, not a good thing.
Yeah.
Also tossing H Shadow in front of your opponent's face, not a good thing. This is what happens when you do crab trap kick into L Shadow, not a good thing.
If you want to play Fukuum, I highly recommend you start looking into ways to safely set up a shadow and then hold the shadow while you keep on playing. Because you letting go of that shadow right away is honestly limiting you a lot more than you realize. Like your set play in general is just half as much as it could be if you were using shadows. I mean, I hate to put it this way, but if you're using shadows correctly. Like the shadows were not meant to be just thrown out anymore. That used to be how the case, but it is no longer true.
It's okay if you're like 3/4 screen, full screen. That's cool. In your opponent's face, hold them. To be honest,
We need to start finding safe ways to set up a shadow hold, and that will guarantee you can open up your opponent. If you find an opportunity to just set up a shadow, you get a free 50/50.
Pretty good. Ooh, the long range confirms. Oh no, you already used yourself some Loki there. L Shadow from that distance is absolutely punishable. Like even if they try to BFF it, it's reactable. Grab on their wake up. That doesn't make sense. You could parry that.
I don't know how many times you must have talked about the raw tagging. Raw tagging's gotta stop.
Yeah, it's a lot of raw tagging. Like,
so
guys,
raw tagging's feel good, right? Because like, there's a lot of iframes. So like you're invulnerable for a long time. If your opponent's pressing buttons, they're not paying attention. They suddenly get hit. Feels good. You get free breathing room, and all. You didn't even have to spend a meter for it, right? Don't do it, because as soon as people catch on that you're raw tagging, once if your opponent knows what they're doing, oh, we got a level 5. OTG level 5.
You try to figure it out.
That was easy. Okay.
You did try though. You did try.
But when you raw tag and your opponent figures it out, if they block it, they get a free heavy counter hit on you. That is gonna do like 60, maybe even 70% of your life, like almost every time. Some players will literally be able to kill you. Some characters can just do that. If they realize that you're gonna raw tag and block you, they'll just kill you. And that sucks, right? It's not safe. It's just not safe. Doesn't mean raw tag is useless. It's a very effective reversal in very specific situations. But it's extremely easy to bait out. And it's really predictable that you're doing it too. And also, like, your opponent could just burst bait you. They don't even have to bait it out. They could just keep on burst baiting you for trying to raw tag in like dangerous situations. It's tempting to do it because it's a good tool, but you're falling into a very bad habit that you're gonna hate yourself for later. Learn how safe DHCs work. Spending your meter to get your character out, like with an alpha counter, which is a tap forward and then a tag button, or learning how to, like, what DHCs are safe, right? Like using SSJ and then canceling into SBO or something, right? Or like bikes, because you have a parasol or something. That is an important skill to start building. It's an important reflex to start building. If you rely on raw tag and like doing this meterless thing, it's a high risk, medium reward at best. What are some basic options for switching character stuff? Oh yeah, I mean that's literally what I was just talking about. There's also combos they can do that are like route into raw tags, then raw tags are okay because you comboed into a raw tag. That's acceptable. But for a completely different reason, of course.
This shmup Joe Dog? That's a name right there.
Yotaro Big Band Coot.
It's quite the name right there.
Hey look, Sam, we found you. Can't hide from us.
Find you, Sam.
Wait, what matchup is this?
That's what I'm asking.
Is that Shimzy? No, it's not Shimzy.
I don't know. That's just a Big Ben Bale. What is this right now?
Oh, Jotaro isn't you? Wait,
no.
what? Oh!
No.
What are you doing here, Jotaro? Get him out of here.
It's just a thing that's happening right now, and now I'm watching this.
Alright, hold on, I'm gonna message Jacob. All
worry.
for that's not your opponent. I don't know who that.
Who that is? Like, who is that? Thank you.
It's not JoJo's matchup. JoJo's not even signed up. I don't even know who that
No.
is.
Who is this?
Kick him.
And why?
Get him
are
out of
you
here.
Goodbye, sir.
I am very sorry about that, Shmup. I thought you were just messing around. I did
Yeah.
not realize that was not you until this moment. That was
I suppose.
really
I suppose
stupid.
I suppose we make a new lobby. Oh no, they're gone.
No, they're fine.
Alright, cool.
That was not supposed to happen. I
No,
sincerely
that wasn't them.
apologize for that.
I mean, at least you were beating him up, so that's okay.
Hey, JoJo, get out of here.
Unappreciated, please. Don't do that. Real talk, don't do that. That ruins the integrity of the stream, to be honest. It's very annoying. Please don't do that.
I mean, I don't know if JoJo's in chat or not. I don't know if he's just some random guy in our buddy.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh yeah, there's a lobby. Let me go in and hop into that real quick. But
Yeah.
in general though, guys, if you are aware the stream's going on, please, I'd sincerely appreciate it that you don't just jump in when it's not your turn. Make sure you guys are following the schedule. I post it on Discord, I post it on Steam, and I always post it on Twitter. I usually post it on to the Get Great thread on Skullheart and also Reddit, but no guarantee.
True.
Yeah.
You thought it was a
there
drop
is a
in.
sign up
Well,
form that
we
you
didn't
have
tell
to
them.
go through to sign up for the weekend. We try to fit people in if they didn't have time to register. Just go ahead and IM me and I'll see what I can do. It's never too late to just message me and try and make things work out. I just can't guarantee anything. The general rule of thumb is if you sign up after 5 p.m. on Friday, I cannot guarantee you anything. If you sign up before that though, you're almost guaranteed to be on stream, unless something goes horribly wrong.
True. Also, you thought it was dropping. We will tell you when it's enough lobby or not. So, like, just be aware.
Oh, they... Wait, do you see their messaging? Or are you just saying in case you thought it was open?
No, that they're talking in Twitch chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I don't-
she's open.
I don't see them.
Criminal lolly. That's what.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was you. My bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad about it or anything. But just be aware. You gotta sign up.
Yeah. Oh, we could have snapped. Snap ASAP. Good old nice. Dang it, nice. Also, I have to go, cause I gotta go record people. So.
Oh, okay. You gotta head.
Glad. Yeah, I gotta head.
All right. Penny, if you want to jump in, please.
Hey, if you want to jump in, it'd be cool.
If you don't, I don't blame you, and I'll keep it going. So I don't understand Painwheel. Painwheel is one of those characters that I embarrassingly know so little about that I honestly am not qualified to tell you too much. But you can talk to AC Fan in our Discord. He can provide incredible advice. But I do know Squiggly. Can help you there. I know a little bit of Eliza. Smart Snap. I don't know why you snapped. I think he just didn't want to deal with Hatred Guard. In case people don't know, snapping does break through all armor, even hyper armor. It's really cool. Does anyone understand Painwheel? AC Fan at least pretends to. Saluda probably does. Yeah. But Lily, like, don't feel bad. Like, and also thank you for confessing that it was you. I sincerely appreciate it. Just make sure you're aware of the situation next time. I hope you're still here. I hope you didn't just like run away. All right, cool. It was you, Dio.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's
How come the solo Eliza? Good old. I'm assuming you've read the Pleasure guide. Pleasure is kind of the, he wrote the Eliza Bible. It's a very important resource. Let me see if I can actually link that to you. There's a command for it, but I have no clue what that command actually is. So, whoops. There's no way you haven't read the Eliza Bible. Here it is, just in case. I'll make a new lobby if you can't join. Okay. So, if you're gonna try to approach from the air, don't just throw a jumping hard punch. Jumping hard punch has hatred guard. Hatred guard is obviously armored. Try to charge before you jump in instead of just letting go of the button. Because delaying it will throw off your opponent, and it also gives you a lot more control over space in general because you now have full control over your momentum. Also, while you're in hatred guard, you can cancel into flight, which is awesome. Which means you can make literally anything safe, which is crazy. Honestly. Little air strings, that's not optimal. I feel like I shouldn't tell you that right now, like until you're like a really high level of intermediate. But using a lot of air strings is honestly really bad. You really only want to do it if you just do not want to spend any sort of resource whatsoever. But when you're sitting on 2 meter, there's like almost no reason not to use like Daisy and stuff. There are routes so that you can do your first string, then use Daisy, then build a charge, and convert afterwards. It's a really important thing. Here's an example of it. Actually, I don't have it handy. If you want to see example of it, just watch my play in general. I use it a lot. I use Daisy to build a charge like all the time. And otherwise, you can hit me up after the stream. Just go ahead and message me at any point, and I'll show you either a video or I'll play a few games with you and I'll demonstrate it for you. There's a lot of things you could be using your meter for. If you have 2.5 meter, and you're like solo squiggly, it's kind of a rarity. Like you should be burning through meters. Squiggly's a meter burn. Exclamation mark sunset doesn't exist anymore? What was it in the first place? I don't even know what it was. I did remove a lot of clutter commands a long time ago. I might have cleaned it up back then. It was just a soundbite that said ready up scrub. I appreciate that. I'm kind of sad I removed that now. Okay, so you let your opponent fall down. You didn't have OTG, so they were able to attack right away. Otherwise, you could have like gone for some sort of hard knockdown setup. I recommend like if you're just gonna let them land and like try to do something on wake up. That probably was a drop, but I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. What you should do is you should use air super instead of just like landing. And what that'll let you do is it'll do a hard knockdown, which means you can just set up some sort of crazy OP. Like Eliza has some of the best OP in the game because all of her 50-50. She just has free 50-50. Her instant air dash jumping hard punch lets her play neutral however she wants to, in a sense almost. I shouldn't say neutral. She lets her apply pressure however she wants. I've talked to every Eliza player, and not a single one has been able to tell me they know what side their attack is going to hit on consistently. It's just it's so ambiguous that literally the person playing cannot tell. Nice bait. That was really good. That was very smart to just throw out that light. And then you went into level 3. I think Shmup actually just let go of the controller at that point. That didn't combo. Be a lot more careful that you're comboing. Just use 3 hearts of jumping hard punch and just use OTG or whatever you need to combo into level 3. Don't let that happen because you could literally lose a game like that. Tighten up those links. Very well played. Apologize I couldn't talk more about those characters. The best I could do is talk about Squiggly, honestly. Eliza's... I kind of gave some advice to Eliza, and I feel like there were a few pain wheel tools that you weren't really taking advantage of. So, really start experimenting more with like cancel and hatred card, because that honestly defines the character. Hey there, Yo-Yo. You in here. Let's go. Versus Shimzy. Hop on in. Back to game. Oh, don't ever be embarrassed. If you ever feel like bad, like, oh man, I'm on stream and things go happen. Stream anxiety in general, or tournament anxiety, is a very real thing in fighting games. It's something you gotta practice getting over. I know I obviously can't just tell you, don't be frustrated, right? Like, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't help. But you need to start taking a step back, take a deep breath, and analyze the situation. Like, oh, it wasn't embarrassing. Things like that happen. There have been worse things on stream. There have been better things on stream, and that's perfectly fine. People make mistakes. There have been some really embarrassing top 8s with, like, even the best players, where people do something really, really stupid, and, like, they get a lot of flack for that. That happens. Don't let anyone put you down for that, and especially don't let yourself put you down for that. Definitely don't be embarrassed. Baits are real. Baits are a real thing. You got baited to do a level 3, and that's totally acceptable. That's, like, not them taking advantage of the fact that you were dumb or anything like that, because you're not. That was them playing the game, and that's just what happened with Skullgirls. Skullgirls is one of those games that will always get to people emotionally. It's just a thing. Oh yeah, you still can't enjoy the thing. That's I'm so sorry, Penny. I messed up. I am so sorry. I will try to do that right after this match. If you want to pop in at least the chat, feel free to do so, like the Discord, I mean. I don't know if your voice is feeling up for it, but if you are, hop on it. Oh my god, you used the chargeless stancel to keep the double snap going. Oh my god, you got too greedy. You had a meter, man. You had a meter, snap. When you're hitting both characters and you're near the corner, there's no reason not to snap. That's a free character on your opponent. I guess you just kind of wanted the damage. Oh, there you go. So you snap here. This is a discount snap, honestly, because you don't get a free character. You had to mix it at least once because you don't have invisible workers. Mixed up again. Okay, it's fine. That heavy grade would be enough. Shimsy just hold back. Or Big Band also has an option select. What you can do is quarter circle forward, both light punch, light kick, medium kick. What will happen is it covers like 95% of situations. There are very limited things that can beat it. It's usually character specific. Because what ends up happening is that you either get SSJ if you're on the ground, you get grab tech if you're being grabbed, you get Symphony Drive if you're in the air, you get symbols if they try to cross you up, so on and so forth. Like, it's dumb what that thing does for you. So definitely try to use the option select a little bit more. Big Man's just one of those characters where if you literally slam your fist into your controller and then use quarter circle forward, it literally wins you the game, which is stupid, but it's not broken. You can exploit it.
Hello?
My friend, welcome.
Oh.
Why is JP in this lobby? I can't kick it. I gotta create a new lobby, but they won't. They're just ready up immediately. Can't believe this. I'm sorry, guess it's tight.
That he was recording when he didn't tell you he was recording Skullgirls the whole time.
Who was?
JP.
Oh. Why would he be recording Skullgirls?
For over a decade.
He said
does
he
that?
was recording a thing.
Wait, what?
Never mind. It was a bad joke. Don't listen to me.
I'm so confused. And probably doesn't help that you're cutting out a little bit. That's all. Alright, got a good old forward overhead. Caught the backdash. Forward overhead is delayed just enough so that it can fade out and push block. So a smart decision. Double has car though. Honestly, if you see your opponent doing stancel mix-ups on the ground, if you just use car, it's literally guaranteed to punish. Squiggly can't do much besides cancel into Daisy, but then you have like DHCs that will like punish that, right? You're sitting on 3 meters. You have plenty of resources that you could use to take advantage of the fact that Squiggly's stanceling you. Like if you see your opponent stancing on the ground, yeah, there you go. Just throw the super. You didn't have to use level 3. Honestly, you should have used level 1 because having meter against Squiggly is so important. Especially for DHC options. You should have just done Diamond Dynamo. Good old Parasol. Alright, yeah, definitely watch where you are in your route. That did not look like a burst bait. It did not look like you wanted to be full screen. Unless you're doing it on purpose, burst baits should be a thing of the past. It's like the game's matured to a point where infinite burst baits should never be coming out on accident.
That Big Ben combo.
Alright, chip him out with level 3. That was smart. Normally I'm not a big fan of that, especially because you can be chipping out with bikes. But in this case, it was the last character, so who cares? It's fine. Alright, that was 2 games. Don't ready up right away. Please don't ready up right away. Stop. Don't do it. Don't do this. Don't do it to him. They did it anyway. Couldn't help it. Sorry.
We'll do it on the next one.
Yeah, before the next set starts, for sure. Smashy's freaking out. He's like, Penny's your voice!
Yeah! It's muffled and mobile-fied, but
I love mobile-fied Penny. Pocket-sized Penny.
Pocket Penny.
Yeah. Penny for your pockets.
You won't get away this time, monster.
Reminds me of a picture that I'm gonna link in chat. I love that picture too much. Cancel shenanigans. Okay, goes for a launcher, crosses under. Smart. That's barely mashable as double. Double is really tricky because she's really heavy. But that's just kind of a tough mix-up. That's just a really powerful mix-up.
I'm pretty sure JLP gets you out of that.
Does it? Okay. I'm not positive for double, just because double falls to the ground, right?
That's a fortune gem. That means it does everything.
Okay. That's true. That literally does everything. It's the wall bounce. Wow, doing optimal stuff. Alright, kind of optimal stuff. Not the most optimal, but it is a relatively optimal route. I can appreciate that. That was actually really cool. Well done, Yo-Yo. God damn, you've been grinding that squiggly. It's working. It's showing. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and join this lobby. I actually can't kick JP because it's this lobby. Hold on a second. Give me a hot minute while I fumble around. Oh no, not like that. Alright.
While we're waiting on that, though, I will say to Yo-Yo, I think you might still spend a little bit too much time in the air. And I know you're squiggly, but it might be a bit too squiggly.
Yeah, like spending too much time in the air it makes you really vulnerable, especially if it's like predictable in any way. But it does feel tempting to do that because it's like your main approach tool. You just gotta, at the very least, you gotta change it up a bit. Spending a lot of time in the air is fine. Spending all your time in the air is not like a big deal.
Dash up, crouch, medium kick is low-key the best approach.
Yeah, micro dash grab, dash up, crouching, medium kick. Stancing, crouching, medium kick into a move or something is really cool because it like gains you just enough distance for like really weird links. Kind of neat. But at that point, you're kind of going next level. Next up, we're gonna have Stereo Pancake versus Beverly Hillbilly in here. You guys can go ahead and join. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be fumbling around, still looking for things.
I'm pretty excited to watch this one, actually.
Yeah, I actually don't know who wins this.
This is gonna be pretty hype.
Yeah. Sorry, people, I couldn't get you an open lobby. We just had an inconvenient number of people, I guess. I know you usually like open lobby. Where is Peepo? Could you add her in the Discord?
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, the ending scene from yesterday's game, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I found it. I just wanted to let me find a window to share that. Where's the thing? This is where I've seen that scene before because I saw this meme.
It's desktop background.
Is your desktop? Yeah.
Oh no! It wasn't that. It was I'm not seeing this. I like that though. But okay. The one I saw was this picture, but instead of that background, it was like a coffee shop, and it just looked really nice, and I thought it was just some art someone made, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Oh. Little did you know.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I found a good picture. I can become.
You found a picture of what you can become.
Yeah, I got a new avatar because I actually found a good one.
One that's not just a vomit.
Well, you know.
Oh my god!
This is the one that I found.
I want to find this picture really badly because it's the best picture in the world. Did you message people?
I added them.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting a response. 1 second. Okay.
For some reason I can't right click this picture. Why? Why is this so hard? Oh, that's why I couldn't find it when I searched Squiggly. I named it Squaggle.
Yeah, I think she's in like a Toontown dungeon right now. I don't know if they have dungeons, but the joke is Pleasure wrote an Eliza guide, and if anybody ever needs Eliza help, he says buy my book, and then links his guide.
Yeah.
thing it too. So now it's just a thing.
Alright, I think that works. Let me just Twitch chat. Yeah. This picture. Oh wait, no, why is it not working? Ow!
It's server error. Ah.
I don't know why it's I don't know why it's not letting me upload this. There we go. No, that didn't work. Why? But we're still waiting on people. Alright, people's in.
People's a nap.
I guess so.
Hello?
Hello.
2 days ago.
Is it open lobby or am I?
No, it is not open lobby.
No.
Damn, I'll leave.
Very well. Thanks for joining us.
Well, you're still streaming, so there's no point in me being here.
You
That's fair.
right?
If that's really what you think.
Certainly.
No, they kicked me from nap. Feels bad.
Who will be
Oh man.
our star tonight? Let's rock!
Why doesn't this link work? I'm surprised. That's real dumb. Alright, well I'll send you guys the picture later. I'll put it on stream or something.
Oh my god, that was... I don't know if that was a read, but it was a good one.
Oh, that land cancel grab. Let's go.
Okay, let's just try it. Corner carry, snap, and over.
That's
That was
dirty.
pretty gross.
That was really dirty. What are these resets? Hillbilly, what have you been doing?
So against People's team right now, it's good that you're getting in the damage on Squiggly, but it almost feels like a risk you don't need to take against this team. Because if you bring in Robo on incoming, she's at her weakest, and then if you can kill her, Squiggly's at her weakest.
Yeah, that's true. Squiggly when she's solo or anchor or whatever, she's a bit of a struggle, honestly. Nice scapels. Clean the picture up. Just raw attacking a Bella. Let Bell recharge. That's a very smart decision right there. You gave up incoming a little bit more than you probably needed to. You had time to approach at least. Try to keep moving forward. After you raw attack, don't just. I mean, you could take a deep breath. That's important too. But also just try to keep going. You know.
Looks like VH took a few pages out of the Tame book. Crazy conchos and the crazy reads.
I feel like that's just the Bella book.
I mean, yeah, but like, yeah, I guess. I like it.
Yeah, I can dig it. Yo, that corner reset, the cross under into like air dash into
Yeah,
instant
that was good.
overhead, that was so dirty. If I play Val, I'm stealing that reset to Hillbilly because that was really cool.
Conchas is the Mike Z book, but I mean, I've watched Tame and be great. There's some crazy decisions being made. PBGC Concha.
Sorry.
Okay, now we got a fortune team.
All right, let's go.
Take a leg out there. Showtime!
This is another team you're gonna want to snap really. You just snap and peacock as soon as you can. Okay.
Go scaffold.
Nope,
Nothing didn't really come off of that. There probably was no reason to do scaffold. Wait, was he unsafe? They're like, I don't think he needed to do scaffold.
Oh, we were under him, so he scalped with punish.
Okay.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was pretty. That's some bullying right there.
The bomb.
Wow, George doing work. I mean, this is just how it is against Fortune, right? Fortune has such a powerful weapon. Well done by Vipo. Okay, that was two risky-ish moves that you probably didn't need to do. They both got a hit, but gotta be a little bit more consistent with what you're converting off of. In the air, doing jumping hard kick while they're already grounded means that when you land, they will not be bouncing. So it's important that you only do that when they're not being when they're not grounded. Don't apply it in neutral, basically.
So basically, Peepo got a hit, Hillbilly got Skullgirls.
Which is normal,
Yeah.
right? Especially at this level of play.
Yeah.
Skullgirls, the offense is so powerful and incoming setups are so powerful that you really just gotta remind yourself that if I'm being Vortex, that's okay. It's not like I'm playing incorrectly. I just gotta keep doing what I'm doing. Gotta take a pretty deep breath, clear it out of my mind. And it's such an important skill to be able to do that because getting vortexed is a little bit of Skullgirls. It just kind of just happens in this game. Hey Yo-Yo, you missed some Skullgirls.
I think you're looking for a lab rat.
But it's okay, because we have more Skullgirls.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise. So what's the round start here? Hillbillies. What's happening?
Favorite round start.
Oh, he's saying the lag is really bad. That's kind of a Peepo thing in general. Sorry, Peepo, but I'm gonna out you here. Her connection is not the most reliable. So, unfortunately, this is the best I can do right now. Unless you want me to split up the matchup. I can, if it's that bad. Just IM me if you think the lag is just unplayable. And we'll do 2 matches for each of you to split bracket.
Okay, fix the third one.
Good scaffolds.
That's
Bypass conversion, that was smart. Oh, you pick it up with OTG. Keep it going. Oh my god,
It's
he
the
did it
same
again. It's so good. Oh, he messed up. That's fine. That happens.
I don't know if you need to
Oh
play
my
there,
god, that George saved you and it still worked.
and you got the combo because of the hit stop.
Yeah.
That Gregor, or that George actually would have kept him safe. The Gregor actually screwed you over there.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. The Gregor just gave him the conversion. Which is hilarious, but you know, George?
George. Good old George. Oh, okay. So, I am very surprised that any of that happened there. Philia should not have dropped, and Hillbilly should have gotten that hit. So, back-to-back mistakes kind of restores order and balance, I guess.
You probably don't want to go for the reset there, BH. If you killed Philia, you would have had the mid-screen up beat that.
Yeah. So I guess one thing you got to start working on is just paying a little bit more attention to the health bar and being aware of how much the health bar you can do with your combos. I mean, that seems like really basic and probably something you've already been kind of working on, but just making like a regular mental cycle to like, what moments am I free to check their health, and what moments am I free to just think about how I want to evaluate the situation. Of course, none of that matters when you get what's it called, Diamond Dynamo and kill both characters.
Yes. One thing I noticed from Peepo is that you're really not afraid to call your assist a lot, which isn't awful with the assist you have, but going up against someone that plays like BH, who's not really afraid to reversal you gotta be careful with your assist calls.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, it's not a bad idea to call your assist a lot, it's a bad idea to call your assist a lot without evaluating the situation.
You want to call them safely.
Yeah, exactly. Diamond Ungamo. That is the only time I've seen the Unga meme that I've actually, like, have been incredibly amused. That was an incredibly cool 3 games. I honestly wish I could watch a first to 10 between those two players, because that was actually really fun. If only people had a slightly more stable connection. So people, if you have really good internet one day, do a money match with Hillbilly or something. I want to watch, because that'd be really cool. That was actually really exciting to watch. That was like some tournament set stuff right there.
Yeah, that was good.
For those guys who did not watch Be Great this Wednesday, every set just had me basically screaming. So go ahead and watch the VODs if you're into that.
Well, I still haven't watched the Liam VOD.
Haven't watched the what VODs?
The Liam VODs?
Oh, the Liam VODs? Yeah, Liam won.
Yeah, I need
It
to watch
was
that.
really cool. Yeah, it was some good shenanigans that happened there. Yo, I can't believe, like, we had Liam, I think we had Fuzzy. I think was it Fuzzy or Fizz? I think it was Fuzzy. We had Fuzzy. We had a lot of cool players, dude. That was 2 weeks ago was amazing. The last week was just had me screaming, and I was also already extremely tired, so I was going insane because most of that was me solo casting.
Let's see how this goes. There's gonna be a
This is
lot of
also a
assists.
matchup I was looking for. Like these last 2 sets, I was just like, oh man, I have no idea which way this is gonna go.
Yeah. I know that H-Beam kind of inherently puts neutral in Missing No's favor. It all comes down to whether Clawmaster can get a charge.
Yeah.
If he can, it's gonna be a lot easier.
Or like if he chooses to like get rid of Robo fast and snap, like it just really depends on like how is Squiggly gonna be played versus Robo. Like those two are like these weird like pivoting characters in the set.
I'm surprised he decided to spend the charge and then reset them. I don't know if I do that with this team.
Okay. there for a grab. So you now know that your opponent's really jumping out of that reset. Let's see if Clawmaster can take advantage of that information. Make sure you gotta be paying attention to what your opponent's doing and how he's reacting to your resets a lot. There's no way to tell that you're not doing that, but it's something that you should be aware of. Wow, ooh, stuff to PBGC with a standing light punch, and then reset again. Okay, so make sure you tighten up those links. You don't need to reset again. Oh, we're going corner optimal, but that didn't work out. That's unfortunate.
Oh wow. There's just not a lot of fear about spending these charges. The punch charge alone will win you this neutral versus Robo.
Yeah.
As blues punch charge versus Robo, you're never gonna get that.
I mean, ideally, if you're in the Robo space, it shouldn't matter because Robo should be never getting out. Nice center stage SPO there. That was very clutch. You got really lucky.
Yeah.
If Mr. Nose a little bit tighter with the beams, then that would not have happened. Get used to Tiger Knee cancel, or what's it called? Tiger Knee beam cancel into light beam. Like light beam, Tiger Knee beam, light beam. That will make sure so we can't do anything.
Yeah. TKM beam is just turbo first label. Wow, that worked.
Wow.
Oh, you missed the kill. I don't know how you blocked that. That crossed up brass full screen.
Yeah, I don't that was the thing.
Yeah, okay, go to Parasol. Level 3.
Yeah, level 3. Alright, so it's not over. You have a huge meter advantage, Master. Patient is okay, but it's honestly not good for you because Parasol. I think Parasol wins this, right? Parasol wins this matchup.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that was very brassy of you.
Yeah. No, you actually missed a kill there because you could do Robo Beam into level 3, Eager cancel the level 3 spikes into Robo Beam.
That's crazy.
I think we got it.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense on paper. Would that have killed?
Mhm.
That's nuts. All right. Yeah. Well, okay, Missing. No, there you go. Yeah, use 4. There's your 4-meter way of getting all the damage in the world.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll say. Missing No saying he's tried to cannon, didn't get it. It's unfortunate. Work on the quarter circles, I guess. I need to buy a new JLF. I don't know why I keep delaying that. I'm just gonna buy one tonight. I want to replace the stick in my stick.
Also, if you're talking about sniping after the level 3, bikes will do more damage in max level. I don't know what you're talking about that snipe. But if you meant during the level 3 thing, snipe doesn't do a lot of max damage.
Interesting setup. Okay. Cost the meter. Got a very okay conversion. I don't recommend that. Round starter SBO in general can be beaten out by a lot of things. So even if you're calling assist to like keep it safe-ish, I don't recommend it. That SBO honestly might have been on accident because it's a very interesting thing to call your assist and then use SBO.
Ooh. No fear on these raw silverboards. I would be fishing with Tremolo instead of silverboard, I think. They're both pretty bad on wood.
Oh, you mean like, yeah, if you're like half a screen away, at that point you should be using Tremolo much more than the other thing. The other thing is like you can cancel Tremolo unlike Silverboard. So if you cancel that into SBO, any sort of bypass approach just loses. Especially if they're above you. If they're above you, use light, heavy SBO, and it beats scaffolds, actually, because it eats up the scaffolds.
I wonder if that was a mistake. Did PBGC light kick out of SBO? I feel like it was supposed to be different input.
Use the Dragon Bite, just expending the charge, not building it back up. If you weren't going to set up an Oki and just build space, you should have immediately started building a charge, and then just walk backwards and call to yourself.
Punch charge is so much better in this matchup too. That was good.
A bit of an advanced thing. As of the Grand Beta of 2016, Punch Charge has priority over Kick Charge. So what's interesting is you can call assist while you start building a charge. If you tap the light kick only for a single frame. Or maybe 2 frames, I don't know. It's like a very short amount of time. If you can basically call your assist for Oki setup while you start building a charge at the same time, and you won't get a stance a lot of it. Which is extremely important. Like, that is something that's Squiggly really, really needed, and it's like low-key, just no one knows about it.
That was risky. Oh no, you spiked from there. That's
Okay. Calling A-Train. Silver Cord. Careful with Silver Cord in neutral. You really can't be doing that.
So, I'm missing this. Then here's the fun fact about the Squiggly Parasol matchup. It's the only matchup where you're never safe.
Yeah. So, technically in a situation, unless you're using, what was it, like that 2-hitting, was it standing light kick?
Yeah. So if you're nice, if you want to pressure Squiggly, never commit to shot because you're gonna get SPO. And if you see that they're able to do that, the only thing you can pressure with is standing like kick plus assist, because everything else will get shut down. That matchup's really hard.
I mean, you can also bait it out. Like, if you do bait it out and like they by like not canceling a shot or anything like that, it sucks for you because you're still on the defense. But they had to waste a meter for that, and Squiggly's already like drowning on meter. But it is something that Squiggly does have against Parasol. I admit it now, like that. You can it's pretty much after anything that's not standing light kick, push block into SPO. It's kind of mean.
It's pretty gross. And even if you 2-bait it, it's still kind of Squiggly's turn, and then it's just a 50-50 on whether she's gonna bait out the pillar or not.
Yeah.
So
it sucks because she gets a quote-unquote free 50-50, but it's not actually free because you spend a meter for it. But from the Squiggly player's perspective, you don't want to do that. to put it very bluntly, if you have to spend a meter there, that like really sucks. But you might just get a combo.
Parasol can get a lot of free pressure on Squiggly if Squiggly's not willing to do that.
Yeah.
But once she's willing to do that, then Parasol can't pressure. Well, Parasol's pressuring, and Squiggly doesn't want to spend the meter, and it's this weird Yomi like. However you want to do it.
Yeah, that matchup's weird. Now that I know that matchup is really, really weird. Right.
Yeah, like if she gets the hit, she doesn't mind spending it really. But if you're not going to get the hit, you don't want to. It's kind of the same on the Parasol's end. You don't want to pressure if you're just going to get SPO'd.
Yeah. Yeah, Yo-Yo's got a point. It's a love and hate relationship with Squiggly and meter. I feel like she needs to spend meter, but she hates doing it. It's like the general rule of thumb. The reason she hates it is because she needs to do it. So like, it goes both ways. Oh, I think center stage didn't come out. I think you might have car canceled.
Okay. Boop. Boop. Overhead.
Oh, got the standing light punch, but no conversion. Oh, it was only on the assist, that's why. The good blocks are missing now. That was a very risky assist call. If your opponent just stayed on the ground, they could have. You just would have lost right there. You would have gotten double slam.
I don't know if you want to be calling that so much in neutral. That was good. Catch the assist. Yeah. Probably. Oh no, you're on meter.
So this is something like you don't have meters, so you can't snap there. It's something that no Squiggly really does because the timing is kind of quirky at the very least. But you can get a mid-screen double snap there, I think, if you catch with SBO. I don't know. It doesn't. Okay. The timing's really weird on it.
I like that snap. It was a little bit risky, I think, but I agree with it. I think.
All right, cool. So your arpeggio was enough to kill there. I'm actually surprised that it was. It was like last hit. The wild long, what's it called, bounce, but unfortunately got Stancel instead, got DP instead of the charge or whatever. That's unfortunate.
That setup would be sick if perhaps worked like they did in NRS games or Tekken games.
Yeah.
Because that lets you back throw.
Do not try to air grab against Val because Val has both scalpels and also bypass. I mean, you can under specific setups when it's safe, but in general, don't do it at neutral probably. Val has the advantage in here. You really want to stuff her out with an SPO and then go from there. Alright, so your Squiggly's bleeding. Gotta make a decision to get her out. Calling assist there makes it harder to get her out, which is bad. Called assist again, so now Squiggly's probably not going to get out and die. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Missing No didn't have meter, so as soon as he blocked the SBO, you were fine to tag the band. There was no way he could punish it. That was good.
Okay. Using medium brass, that's pretty good against this one.
Push blocking into stuff shuts down any kind of shot at the end of the launch strings.
Okay, you're throwing out crazy risky moves. Like, the medium brass was, like, okay risky, because Parasol presses a lot of buttons. If the Parasol presses a lot of buttons. But doing A-Train with into, or on block into, like, DP, that's crazy. Calm down. Calm down on these crazy buttons. Van's not the best at applying pressure, but he's still got crazy pressure tools. Jumping light punch, or jumping light kick, jumping medium kick, and standing light punch, crouching light punch, and crouching light kick are all glorious tools that Van has. Also, of course, it's grab. No, you can't ever take anything with you. That's the game. That's dumb.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. You had another meter, but you couldn't really do much with it. That's just unfortunate.
So for missing no there, throwing out Bike Guy, I've learned from past Penny. Bike Guy isn't exactly the best, except against Band, because as soon as Bike Guy's on screen against Band, Giant Step's not an option anymore. At best, it trades, and you don't get rest.
Yeah.
And you actually come up with advantage in frames. So, you know, when you're trying to keep a band full screen, don't be afraid to throw out Bike Guy, because even if you trade with Giant Step, you'll be at advantage.
Is he running Bike Guy? I thought he was running Pillar.
I mean, because he was playing Parasol and keeping.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Also, you want to make sure that you some more fun stuff keeping Band out, because I freaking love keeping Band out. It's great.
I just think I griped him on advice. Does that mean I did not give you enough advice, or did I give you too much advice and I made you feel bad? I'm not sure which one it was.
I think he wants more advice.
That's fair. Yeah, you asked for hardcore advice, but I think your setup was the one right when JP was leaving, and so I kind of fumbled. I apologize. That really sucks. I said two things. Yeah, I owe you more advice. If anything, after this stream, we'll do a set. If not that, then let's just fight right now, because it's time for the open lobby. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the open lobby. I don't know how long we're gonna do this. I don't even know if we should do open lobby. I think we might just end it because it's 6:30.
No open lobby.
What?
Do it. Do the open lobby. Do the open lobby.
You hate this game though.
I know, but I want to play with friends.
That's very reasonable.
Game we can play together.
All right, so it's gonna be open
fine.
lobby. We'll do open lobby for I don't know how long. We'll do it. We'll stick around. Let me
Half
go ahead
an
and make
hour.
the lobby bigger. Yeah, yeah. I should do it honestly. I need to play this game. Big lobby.
We can the same. I got
Yeah.
the game we can play together.
What?
But if we do, you gotta stream it.
Okay. What game?
It's a visual novel, right?
Oh, is it Doki
no.
Doki Literature Club
Yeah.
or whatever? It's alright. I feel like playing it because I see you and Zoe talk about it all the time.
Do you know anything about it?
No, Zoe private messaged me saying, "Don't spoil it for yourself."
Yeah. Okay. We'll do that. Me and Crank spent 9 hours yesterday playing it.
8.5. Yeah.
Wait, did you stream that whole time?
Yeah, he is
That's
entirely
great.
streamed. I'm actually really happy when we took that 1 hour break, because if I want to show people what happens in the game, and they don't want to play it, I can just show them the second VOD, because the second VOD is pretty much the only important part about the first half of the game,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Okay. So we'll do that, Sam. We
Yeah.
have to do it.
Oh yeah, Penny. By the way, Rachel was asking, do you want to play something with her later? Because she wants to do stuff with you.
Sam, that sounds rude.
I know it does. It's great, isn't it? I love
Oh.
Rachel.
Well, okay. Let me ask you this: what's your reading speed like?
What's I?
What's your reading speed like?
Relatively.
It can't be
Okay.
slower than mine. I mean, you saw what happened.
I can read really quickly. So I can, but only to myself. I can't read out loud very
Second
much.
question. Like, can you stay up tonight?
I like it. I'm not doing it tonight if we're streaming it.
Gosh dang it!
Because the problem is I'm on my laptop.
I mean, it's not like it's a hard game.
Gotta fix
Yeah,
it.
yeah, but I don't have my streaming software or anything on this laptop. Oh, so you're cutting out a bit, Penny?
Yeah, it's because I'm on 3G.
Oh, okay. That usually does it. I'm a good player.
You also don't play this game.
Now you're playing with
Yeah, but I'm a good player.
Yeah. At top 3, yo.
Yeah, I did, and because
Because I'm
Crank,
really good at seeing.
Crank,
Yeah.
fight me in the Endless 9. You'll be great.
Nah, man, fight me in StarCraft. Your best game.
Sure thing.
Oh, let me real quick, Crank. Let me send you this thing I recorded.
Sure.
By the way, Penny, did the new season for Diablo start? Because I've noticed you and Zoe been playing it.
It did. I opened it for about 2 seconds, and I don't know where Zoe is.
You don't know where Zoe is?
Yeah,
Like,
I think she leveled a bit. Anything past that.
Oh, okay.
Why? Why did not hit you?
I don't think my internet's good enough to play this internet.
That was cool.
I said good day.
I want to do more stuff against Hillbilly. This Val's gotten real fun. Gotta be careful with that bypass, it's not safe.
Oh, I don't know if I can do it with Mother.
Fuck.
Don't overcommit to block strings, Hillbilly. You got plenty of tools to mix me up and do crazy things.
That was great. The Buck did what do you call it? Daisy pusher. But he dropped the combo at the end and I did level 3, so we both just kinda did our like supers and just stared at each other for a moment.
But yeah, Hillbilly, when you're playing Bella, this is one tool that you're probably not taking advantage of too often. Use lock and load and then Kara cancel into 360. That's one of the strongest things she can do. There's a lot of times you'll find me just blocking your block string all the way through, and then I'll probably like try to jump away in the middle of it or something. If you throw out a lock and load and I try to block it, before the lock and load hits, just if you cancel into 360, it's guaranteed to hit me. That's pretty cool, I'd say. I don't know. You can cancel the last half of that super into like a thing, then go into a full combo. Always fun.
I can't explain Buck Yo-Yo, I'm sorry.
So Draco, make sure you're in Discord after the open lobby. I will do a set with you, because you are absolutely correct. I owe you. I owe you big time.
Oh, so what happened to JP? Is he just not here?
Yeah, well, he has to go to work. He's doing music stuff.
It's just because he's still in the call, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, he also was in the lobby, I believe that.
By the way, Crank, do you know if you can like buy games and give them to people who can't buy them on Steam?
They have a Steam account, yes. Have to have a Steam account though.
It's because I've been like in the Dead Rising 2 lately because I got it in my Humble Monthly and it was an old game I used to play a lot. But Abby wants to get it, but he can't because he's in Germany. So could I buy the game and actually send it to him? Or will it not let me?
I don't think you can send it to across countries unless they change it.
There was this like thing that happened with Humble Bundle for Abby where Typing of the Dead wasn't region locked on Steam, but the Humble Bundle that like had Typing of the Dead changed it to be like Sonic transformed, because it's not allowed in his region. So what ended up happening was people in Germany who bought the Humble Bundle were trading it with other people so that they could give them their like Sonic All-Star, like Sonic All-Stars racing key to get the Typing of the Dead.
For the record, my solo, I was blocking standing. I don't know how I got hit overhead. I'm pretty sad about that. I wanted to block that and then punish you with SSJ. That would have been 100% perfect. I'm sad, but whatever. But yeah, Steam's been changing things a lot because what people were doing is they were like hoarding up cheap keys and then like selling them for a higher price and stuff like that. And they were trying to prevent that. So a lot of that stuff, a lot of trading keys and stuff has been tightened up. And if you want to give someone a Steam key, they have to have a Steam account. And usually works. You can try giving it to Abby and then see if it works for him. And if it doesn't work, then I mean, at least you still have the key.
Yeah. Could give it to Chris instead.
Oh.
Just to piss Abby off.
Abby has got plenty of fun games that he's playing, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
but Abby really wants Dead Rising 2, so he does. He keeps like every time like I load it up, he sends it on Discord and says, "No, Sam, that's illegal."
How much is a? Oh, it's illegal. It's literally illegal to have it.
Yeah, in Germany. I do like a good old bit of Dead Ascension too.
Hey Draco, what a coincidence. Okay, so whoop my ass. Let's go.
Is this what I want? No, I want this.
Deal with it.
I need to change one of my macros. Like one of my teams. It uses beat extend and I just can't use it and don't like beat extend as an assist.
Says no one.
I don't like it, I really don't.
Damn. I don't want to be that guy, but if you don't like beat extend as an assist, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah,
Still
don't like it.
There's better people to ban that you can put on your team.
no, not. I don't want beat extend.
What's your favorite band is this?
What, heavy brass. What else?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can do the same thing but better with like HP.
Yeah.
Like if you're not.
Yeah, but why would I play? Why would I play Robo when I could play Band? I don't want to play Robo.
In general, to be honest.
Why would I put Robo in my team when I don't want to play Robo?
Well, we're talking about assists, right?
Yeah, but we're talking about like with the people I use.
Well, the thing is, like, alright, so what team are you talking about? Like Peacock Band?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, H-Brass is fine. Like if you were playing like most characters, even with Peacock, beat extend gives you. Basically, if you were using beat extend, you'll have more chances to hit them with like heavy, hard-hitting moves that feel good than you would if you were using Brass. Even though Brass on its own is a hard-hitting move.
Even like I know Peacock Brass is like pretty standard, but I still feel like it's so weak compared to what it could be. If you're running Peacock Brass, then you have a single hitting move for zoning, and you have no way to DHC up. And it just makes it feel so much weaker than it could be.
Yeah, but it's also nice when you're like your alpha counter. You can't like do anything with beat extend. You can e-break. Not that Sam would ever do that, but you can e-break.
Well, I mean, even e-break out of alpha counter isn't safe, is it?
It's not safe, but it feels cool, and it also works really well. And if it works, my rule of thumb is if it works on JP, it's gonna work on other people.
Yeah, this part of the stream anyone can join.
Oh yeah, it's open lobby. So basically how it works is you can join the group chat, and then right-click the crank machine and click join lobby. If there's room in the lobby, you'll be popped in, and anyone can join. You don't have to be registered. I normally do a spiel about it, but I just assume that everyone here is familiar with it. My mistake. Because I got it. Kind of suck. There you go.
Man, I can't even watch it.
What?
I think he can watch the stream, is what he said.
See here.
He can watch the stream or he cannot?
We can't, because his internet's really bad.
Oh, is that...
3G!
thought it was no. It's not bad. It's my grandparents is bad. The 3G's better.
Okay.
If you connect your phone to your laptop, you can like draw internet through your USB, and use your 3G on your laptop. If it helps.
I'll have to mess around with that because the 3G doesn't drop at least.
Good blocks. Good frame drop.
Yeah, the frame drop's really dumb too because it's like if you block the chair, it's like +2. Because you know Bayo's got plus DPs without misses.
It's great.
That's why BFF isn't a very good revision.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god, I was minus. I can't believe that.
The best thing to mash this Fuko at is H-Drill. And then you can make it
a lot of things.
safe-ish with Fireball Super.
Well,
Some-
H-Drill in that specific vortex, when I was band mixing her, wouldn't work because it was grab vulnerable.
Yeah. She doesn't have any good options to mash, but H-Drill's probably her best one.
Yeah. I feel like BFF was honestly the best choice to do there if she was a little bit faster. But in that specific situation, it's safe against BFF. If you didn't know that specific setup, then I think BFF was still a better choice than Trev.
She's so risky.
It does suck though. in general. Wait, I remember this team. This is the way you bullied me this last time.
I don't know if Skullgirls has any safe jumps, but those are usually pretty effective against this kind of playstyle. Actually, I don't know if she has any.
No! Nope.
Can't believe I didn't kill him.
Yeah, I'm really upset that I didn't kill either. I was waiting for that, by the way. That was like that was not like a reaction reversal. I was a bait. I was waiting for that assist to come out, and then I can fucking SSJ to death. But it didn't work, and I was like, what? How could this happen to me?
Can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. I enjoy playing against Beverly Hillbilly.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
fun to fight Hillbilly.
Yeah. Whoa. You ready, Crank, to not fight me?
Yeah.
Thought you were gonna fight me for a moment.
You fool.
Don't call me that. That's mean.
I'm pretty sure
mean
BFF
person.
isn't actually.
If you watched the
hit
stream
grab.
last night, you would know how mean I actually am.
I'm pretty sure hit grab's just a mid. Or not hit grab. BFF's just a mid. It's not a hit grab.
If it's not a true hit grab, that is correct. It does not break the wall. Good blocks, good blocks.
Whoa. Okay.
No problem. I think you were trying to snap and then didn't realize you didn't have nothing. That's unfortunate. Then I was bad, which is also unfortunate. Watch that spacing.
I mean, M Shadow's already a hit grab, but it's a faster card up.
M Shadow's a really bad hit grab because you can punch it out, right? That's like a
Still beats like.
Brass beats M Shadow, even though it's an armored move, because Brass
I
just hits it.
swear I've beaten Brass with M Shadow.
That's weird. I've used Brass consistently against Ramen's M Shadow, and it works every time.
Hey, yo, if you want to do those jump light punch, jump heavy punch loops, do jump light punch, jump medium kick, heavy punch. Squeeze some more damage out of it.
I can do this all day, buddy. Alright, maybe not. I can't do it all day if Ban's dead. Oh my god! Well, okay, I can't believe that worked. You probably let go of your controller in frustration. I don't blame you. I would have too.
Can't believe that worked.
Yeah, are you watching?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, Crank, you're push blocking the heavy punch. It's punishable if you don't push block it.
I don't push block it?
Yeah, you can line cancel it,
Oh.
but you push block so you stayed in the air too long.
Oh man. I'm still exhausted from yesterday, dude.
I don't blame you, I am too.
That was
Too much Doki Doki.
that game is it's done a number on my psychology. I grew up feeling really sad, but like more importantly, I woke up feeling really sad. I was like, damn.
It's a good game.
What a video game.
It's pretty good.
Also just like Sayuri's words in general just kinda it hit home a little too hard.
Yeah. How many steps? I'm not gonna doki you. This jump light kick a blitzer? It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Is that consistent?
Yeah, consistent enough.
Hilarious.
No! Drop me. Drop me. No. Not banned. Anybody but banned.
Our heyday isn't over.
No Doki spoilers. I'm systematically going through all my friends and forcing them to play it.
Yeah. And he does have permission to ban people who put Doki spoilers, because people need to
Oh,
play this
shit.
game 100% blind.
Why does everybody
No!
think it's not? It's Natsuki. Every
Huh.
single person that I've seen play the game is like, oh no, Monica's dead. No. It's
Probably
freaking-
Monica is. Monica probably
Monica's best
is.
girl.
It's not.
Monica probably is.
Okay, so for the record, I thought she was best girl before I literally knew anything about her. I just looked at her picture in like the start menu and said she's best girl.
It was so funny when you were like, "That's best girl," and she's like, "My name is Monica," and you're like, "How? I can't believe I've done this."
Yeah. I mean, I actually thought she was best girl. Like, yeah, that came in hindsight though. Like, I mostly just picked her out of like irony.
People don't know how to not ski.
She's up there. I mean, Tsundere. I'm a sucker for Tsundere, but like, she's also very A, she's underdeveloped. B, like, I don't know. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
She's not underdeveloped. Well,
I meant that in an emotional perspective, for the record.
that's what I mean. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say anymore. I can't say anymore.
You should. Anyone who has not played that game, the game is free. Literally, go play it. Spend 9 hours and beat the game. The game is amazing. And it should only take 6, but we were fucking around a lot.
I think me and Zoe did it in like 4, and
That's
I
very
skimmed
doable.
through the first half a little bit.
I mean, 3.5 hours in is when the game. Well, 2 hours for a normal human being. 3.5 hours for us is when it really picked up. Like, that's when the game got important.
Yeah.
First, like, 3 hours are just bad. Honestly. Like, he played ironically.
But it gives
Then,
see the fuzz.
What you say?
I got fuzzies from the first half. It was pretty feel good.
To me, I was just like, this is awful. Like,
Yo
the
yo.
entire, like, first half. And then turned into the best writing, which was amazing.
If you play it later tonight, I need like. Can you stream?
Hey,
Yo yo.
Hello, my friend.
Who needs neutral? Just use beat extend.
Made that joke.
Just use beat extend. Just use beat extend.
This is a genius.
Alright, last game, guys. And then after that, I'm going to die.
no.
Can't stop me!
Yeah, I can. Just tap your hand and be like, it's
Gex
time to
both
stop.
do that. I just realized
Huh.
that. It's just
What?
like, I'm leaving, and then you'll be like, no. And then she'll also be like, no. I'm like, I'm really tired. And she'll be like, that's too bad. Like, she'll just make me stay there.
Yeah, but hers is like a mean way. Mine's more of like, but no.
No, it's more of a teasy way. Like, she doesn't
No, hers is mean.
Not really.
yeah.
It's teasy.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
100% teasy.
Oh wait, Abby's here. How did I not realize this? Hi, Abby. Oh, you're in the
'Cause he
call
was
too?
quiet.
This is crazy.
He just entered
Oh, okay.
because I invited him. Yeah, because he asked me, "Are you in an open lobby?" So I thought he wanted to invite him. Then he said no. I was like, "Oh, okay," and then he joined. I don't know what's going on anymore. My life's a lie. Who the heck is my solo? Because
It's Tame Kinatora.
oh right, why does nobody tell me these things?
Because you didn't mask.
That's true.
I mean, we literally told you these things. You asked and we told you. Oh.
Hey, speaking of life being a lie, have you seen the new rune system league yet, Stan?
There's yeah, what is it?
The runes don't exist anymore.
Okay,
Masks don't exist anymore.
good.
They've combined them,
Oh,
and they're all broken.
of course they are.
But in a good way. It's like the logic of when everyone's broken, no one's broken.
Yeah, but it's so like, do you get it from level 1, or do you still have to earn like stuff from levels?
Well, I mean, there's still a shop if that's what you mean.
No, but what I mean is,
I think the leveling system is like HOTS now, where
Yeah.
you don't have.
thank fuck,
I mean-
because like, honestly, it was like always saw that like as a game design flaw. Honestly, the ring
There's
system.
nothing
No one is? That thing?
anymore.
What's that,
When
Frank?
everyone's broken, no one is? That game design flaw? Or?
No, the whatchamacallit, the rune system.
Masteries as well.
Okay,
Where
I'll give
you had.
The Masters are really good at getting... The Masters are good for a meta reason. It's not good for the game. It's good because it keeps players. because there's a sense of progression. When there's a measurable growth in a game, it entices players to keep on trying. It's a very, very important thing to have something like that in your game if you want a lot of like a huge player base and you're worried about quantity over quality in a sense.
There's still the progression system, but they made it a bit healthier for the game too.
That's good.
That's how they reworked it.
I don't mind the progression system. It's the problem of if like a level 20 player played against a level 1 player, the level 20 has a clear advantage.
Yeah, I mean,
But that's your motivation
Like-
to hit level 20. Like that's something you can do without getting quote unquote good at the game, right? Like it's something it's just like, oh, I just needed to keep on trying, and I'll one day I'll be able to stop that guy.
yeah.
Even though it's
The
not true,
thing
but like it's
that
this
I
mentality.
like is like you can jungle without spending a bunch of money on armor runes. Like before, like, oh, I don't have armor runes, I guess I'm not jungling.
Yeah, that's important, I guess. All right, guys. Thanks. Draco only got one match. What the hell? Oh, you only got one match with me, dude. Draco, I told you we're gonna do a set after this. Don't worry about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. It was a wonderful stream. We had a huge turnout. Keep on showing up. Keep on practicing. If you guys have any questions, me and the rest of the GG8 cast we're all available here. We're all trying to give advice. We can always direct you in the right direction. Just hit us up. Join our Discord. Type !Discord in the chat. I'm not telling you that because I'm trying to shield the Discord. I'm trying to tell you that because that is where you will find people to play. It's where you'll get the most advice. And it's a good place to hang out. And yeah, thanks for joining me, Penny. Thanks for covering for JP. Shoutouts to JP for joining me in the first half. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sam.
I'm
for popping
JP.
At the end.
Hi.
Sam and Abby. You guys are really cool. Thanks for stopping by.
I did nothing.
You laugh, but I'm serious. You're awesome. So yeah, and thanks all of you guys. You guys are great. And if you guys want to see more of me, we're live on Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, where we host a tournament. It's great. It's a good old time. Next week is the final week to get points towards the money match at the end of November, which is great. There's a $50 prize pool in that. And next Saturday, we go live every Saturday, right? So every Saturday, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, and 9 p.m. GMT. So see you guys next week. Sign-ups will be out hopefully tomorrow, but they're usually out like sometimes midweek. But keep an eye open for that. We post them to Twitter, Steam, Skullheart, and Reddit. Look for all those places, and obviously in the Discord. So look for all those places. I don't know if you're still here, Loli, but if you're still here, then go ahead and keep an eye open for that sign up, because then you'll be able to join us, and we won't panic and figure out who the hell Jotaro Kujo is. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. And Draco, hit me up immediately after the stream. We're gonna do a set. Alright? Sounds cool.
Yeah.
See you around.
Bye.
Buy my book.
I don't have a book.
Bye.